that mean that we're live because you said 3, 2, 1? Like, is that the cue?
Yes.
Aria. So the mic's
It's
on.
supposed to be 5, 4, 3.
So the mic's on. No, at 1 you're live.
I'm muting again.
So we're live. Hey guys.
Ryan Foster voice. Are we on the internet?
That bit was brought to you
just
by.
going like this.
Hey guys, welcome to
Hello, guys.
Divide and Conquer Sacred World. This is a 5e game based in the Pathfinder Inner Seas, using the Greyhawk Pantheon, a little bit of tal'dorei, a little bit of Ranka, a little bit of Innistrad, maybe Faerun. I haven't decided yet. And something else that I cannot pronounce. But with
Those words.
no swear words. We are
Those words, I said.
No, we're still fine. But let's say, hey guys, you should like check out our friends. First on our friends list is Talon and Claw. I'm taking all my minis off of my vault.
It's okay. Talon and Claw.
Yeah, Talon and Claw. They make these amazing DM screens and these amazing dice rolls. Oh, okay, cool. Look at these amazing. Look at that. No, you can't.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine.
No,
fine.
give me. Give me. Look at this one. Look at this. Look at this amazing dice bowl. And they have now these awesome. I should remember what the name is.
Dual Hex Vault?
Well, the Dual Hex Vault, yeah, where you can put 2 different sets in the middle. You can actually put your mini or engrave a symbol of like the emblems for in D&D. So if you're a barbarian, you get that barbarianness. If you are a rogue, you get that little rogue icon. But the vaults that have the giganto die.
Yeah, if you've got big dice and you cannot lie.
Like that. So you can put like giganto dice in there. And there's also the kind of thing that I should say is you get 10% off if you use the promo code Divine Conquer.
Whoa, what? Are you
yeah.
serious? You get to use the you get 10% off if you use the promo code Divine Conquer?
Yeah, it's almost like it's the name of our show.
Wow.
It's such a cool coinkydingle.
It really is.
It's like super.
Divide Conquer. Here.
Jeremiah, you are the best hype man I've ever met in my life.
Jeremiah with the clutch. Jeremiah, you are my favorite person in the world. Just so
So their information is down below. You can go click on their Etsy. If you're watching this on YouTube, you just go scroll down below and their information will be on there. Same thing with our friend Three Thrower's voiceover work is down below. You can see some examples if you want to hire him from some nice, beautiful voices. More beautiful than what I'm doing right now. It's like, what is the most annoying thing I can do right now?
Chaddington.
No, Chaddington is actually quite lovely. He went to gentleman's school after all.
And also Lynn, her Patreon is down below.
Lynn just said that something is done.
Our links are on the page.
Excuse me.
They're so happy.
Like,
It's done.
how do we present it to the world? Lynn, in chat right now.
Lynn, what are you doing?
30 seconds from now, we will get an answer. I am drinking to calm my nerves of excitement. Not because I am an alcoholic. But
No, my
we're gonna wait for it.
answer them. Oh, okay, that's not. But all right. So we'll get that info in a minute.
Yeah.
Let's to buy some time. Let's introduce us. Hi guys, I am Le Jesus. I will be your DM for tonight.
What
Did not
accent is
practice
that?
anything of accents for today. So I am doing this now in front of
Okay,
everyone
Hanzo.
live.
Okay.
Hanzo, he speaks more.
Whoa! This is so cool!
What?
Are you okay?
No, this is amazing!
Is it a dick?
Oh, it's better.
Here, put it
2
on
dicks.
Put it on this one.
No.
What? Whoa, dude.
Put it on
Whoa,
camera.
whoa.
Shit!
Wait, here.
Oh, I'm feeling the Hellboy vibes. Oh, yeah, you got it.
There we go. Look at that.
Oh, Lynn, you are amazing.
That looks really cool, dude.
Oh,
God, I'm sorry. What? No, don't be sorry.
Never be sorry, Lynn.
You have entered into the realm of being our friend. Thus, we
that's
love every piece of
That is
art
so
that anyone does.
I love
Coleton.
it.
Oh, that's nice.
That is awesome, actually.
Link, can you please stop interrupting our professional stream? We are professional streamers. We went to the streamies. I don't know.
That sounds like legit. So
I mean,
we'll go
kind of.
streamies.
There are things. Unless you're irrelevant, then you're not allowed to go. That's a joke, because Rice comes in. Hey, do you want to introduce yourself?
Hey, my name is Vic. I'm a cryptid.
Oh, and look at that beautiful season 2
And,
art.
Look at that season 2 art!
Season 2 art.
Look
I
at-
am Wes, the human barbarian, and I don't have a drinking problem.
We can fix that and start one tonight.
Don't give me one.
Hello, everybody. I am Tabatha. I play Oria, the Loxodon Druid.
The
Beautiful.
Look at that
That's
exquisite.
exquisite.
That exquisite.
Mwah.
Yes. Mhm.
Hi, I'm Ron, and I play Senven, the somehow not dead Drow Mel.
Oh my god,
Even though I
that
got hit in the
Loxodon
face.
saved your ass, dude.
From the bottom of my heart, my bad.
Oh yeah, I just remembered
Ariell.
for some reason.
Hi, my name's Coleton. I play Ariell, the human/angel paladin.
Yeah, who? What?
Should I just drop human at this point?
You should just drop human.
Just
Yeah,
drop
human.
I changed it.
Look at that,
It
look
says
at that
angel.
art.
Like, wait,
Literally got
the secret's
wings
been
on
out. I just didn't change
Look
it
at
on the
art
card.
right here.
Yeah, that was
Right
just my
there.
fault not changing it. Cause work and lawyers.
And I am Jeremiah, and I play Cowrabao, the high elf rogue artificer.
And
Yes,
we will
my
not
English
have
is
Laz today, nor a Nimble, nor a gigantic barbarian that is still in their cover. Yeah, can't spoil anything. Alrighty, cool. Does anyone have any more announcements to make?
It seems that's about it.
Okay. Well, let's roll that motherfucking B footage, please. A group of Christians
I
that we
learned
do
it
not.
from you, Dad.
He unmuted, and that was the phrase
So-
that people just heard. People were like, wait, what?
Trying to be an actual DM for a fucking second.
Real shit, I made that my lock screen one.
So the party, the Elysian Vagabonds, or the EVs for short, had a long time is I think the correct word, deciding on which path to go, either left or right, into the dwelling within the dark, to the upper dark right now, to find the drow that got away. After some debating and Oria praying successfully to Obadhai, a little glowy worm appeared, and Oria used that as a sign to follow the worm, as which path they should go to. Eventually, you guys traveled and came across 3 different paths. One led to a fungal trap. The other one led to a shrine to Loth, the webbed drow goddess. Using some sacrificial blood, you guys got poisoned, as you painfully discovered through that. The process was just, you just cut your wrist in the thing and you get poisoned. It's a pretty simple exchange, but it took a long time. And then later on discovered that one of the walls that was not successfully, a tunnel, sorry, that was not successfully explored was actually just an illusionary wall. You guys, as you just approached through, you stumbled to the Drow and / Duragar trading post of Nimble Arimarin. Sawing several hundred slaves there. Anything from mind flayers to fiends, just trading to exotic animals and beasts, and having some fighting arena for entertainment. Seeing these huge constructed establishments made out of some weird, very light but pure black and silver steel. Since the beginning of the tunnels, you guys have been feeling tremors here and there, and the tremors continue out through the game. Infiltrating the establishment to try to find that Drow god, the Drow sorceress that got away. Wes started a fight and ended up pissing off a Drow that demanded Senven to offer his slaves in exchange for the one that she just killed out of her own spite. Refusal ended up them summoning what you would know as the quote-unquote elites. Also seeing that one of those elites just straight up killed a bitch and killed the Drow that you guys were looking for. After a long and risky fight, coming into and out of consciousness, almost losing a couple of members here and there, actually losing a member in the chaos. These two gargantuan, over 100 feet purple worms broke through and was discovered that these were the causes of the tremors. One dug underneath further down and one started climbing upwards and left a huge, nice hole about 100 and so feet up where the little city was. With successful freeing the slaves, they all ran in one direction as the quote-unquote owners ran the opposite direction. And after recovering your friends, waking them up, being bloodied and exhausted, that's where we're going to continue our game. So,
Forgot to do something.
what did you forget to do, my friend? So we were muted this whole time?
No, we were.
He
Oh.
had a dab.
No,
He had a
no.
dab.
He had a dab on chat.
Okay. I thought we, like, the whole thing was just not...
I just saw his life flash forward.
Oh, I was like, dude,
Don't get
I didn't
me
read
started
any of
with
this. I
that.
just... Okay.
I'm like, oops, I'm muting.
So, Elysian Vagabonds.
Evil.
Love that.
Evil.
Currently, there is still the chaos of people fleeing left and right. As you guys are picking yourselves up, the Drow have left this trading post and are going further and further into this lightless tunnel that apparently towards the end you guys have discovered that has some sort of waterfall leading further down. Almost like this area is almost like a plaza, a mesa, just leading straight down. The slaves are running towards the bridge that led into the trading post, which has no path to go to other than the rope that you guys left behind. And with also your children. So, Vagabonds, what do you do?
I think I already told you, but I am going straight to the children.
So you're just
I'm just gonna be
booking
like, after the battle, I saw, what's his name? Laz, just in the midst of the battle with us. It was like, and then I just look at where the children are. It was like the kids. I'm gonna go to Laz. Thank you for saving our friend, but I have to go, and then I'm just gonna bolt.
Okay, and
I am extremely bloodied, but I am going to
I believe
bolt
Laz is
immediately.
currently holding you up. She brought you back.
Yeah, I am literally like.
Oh yeah,
Oh, your new character. As we're trading right now. You're running off this direction. Nimble is also running with you. West, Oria, Ariell, Senven, what are you guys doing?
I'm dropping my maul and I'm walking away.
Away as in which direction?
Away from everyone.
Just in complete... So,
Oria's-
as the city, the settlement is, there'll be towards your right, there'd be the pit fights. Further north would be where the Drow are going, there's still some cages left, and there's still things left in them over the bridges. To the opposite end of where you are is that one post where there's still 2 Drow, not moving, but in position to defend whatever that is. And then a huge mansion-like building that is where the dire bat came from with that one elite. So are any of these the locations that you're going to?
I'm probably just gonna go sit in the fighting pit.
Okay, as you guys see
Stay
Wes
there.
just go in, move that tiny rope that really does nothing, and just kind of sit in there, as there's currently 3 dead orcs and a dead Goliath in the pit. As people are still screaming and pushing, most of them can't see. As soon as they get to a set point, they kind of just stop, and those of you with dark vision see that they start grabbing onto stalagmites and stalactites and freezing and just stopping there until something.
I want to catch up with the Drow slaves who are walking away.
Sure.
I just want to run up and ask them, where do you plan on going? Is this place safe for you?
And they give no response as they start looking at each other and
Say
legitimately start
common,
doing
and I'll say
sign
in
language.
Elven as well, if it helps.
And then one of them just does this. He says it has no tongue.
Woof.
I want to look for the one that's, like, the ones who are most injured,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just going to start going around healing them.
Okay. Start putting your hands on them, using divine energy to cure their wounds, and they look extremely untrustworthy. The first time that you grab them, they didn't hesitate. The only thing that you can think is like some sort of submission, that they just used to this. But when you heal them, that wasn't what they were expecting at all.
And I'll write my question down on a piece of paper and kind of show it to him and give them the little pin. to write
In
back.
what language do you do this in?
I'll do it once in Common and then underneath in Elven.
Okay, that's fair enough. You see that one of them starts writing in very broken Elvish. It's the letters don't match quite well, and the diction is slightly off. But after a minute or two examining the one word they wrote, it says anywhere.
I asked my water buddy to
Mhm.
play if she can play like a song or something to help calm people down.
Yeah, Let's sing that one song with a what's first 17 to performance. She just starts playing a little off key and kind of aware of the situation, but her voice catches a sort of echo here, and it starts reaching people's ears, and it starts calming people down, and then confusing some even more. But it's people are starting to not feel the panic as the captors are leaving them. Or is there anything that you're doing?
Oria is going to first and foremost heal T.
Okay.
First and foremost.
You got T the Wise is there. Just missing fingers and the beard's completely burnt off. And he's
Poor
trying
guy.
his best to cast a cantrip that just to make him look and appear in his magnificence that he is.
Oria's
And
gonna tell him to please save his energy. It's okay.
I have energy to give. And then he almost kind of falls.
Yeah, she'll catch him, and I guess also kind of noticing
Yeah.
the state of other people.
Yeah.
Just kind of.
He definitely looks one of the worst, but there's a lot of people that are just as injured as he is.
Yeah, so she'll.
Yeah, I'm leaving a trail of
Hell,
blood
at this
while I was running.
hell, I would think she can just freaking pick T up.
Yeah,
yeah.
he's-
Just she's gonna
he's-
pick him up in one arm and then make her way over to.
When you do pick him up, you've had groceries heavier than him. He's so malnourished at the moment.
thought you were gonna pick him up with your trunk.
However you wish to pick him up, you pick him up.
She'll just pick him up with one arm, and she's gonna make her way over to Senven and cast level 2 Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. As soon as you use your divine energy to heal him, you start you feel something wet and
Poor guy.
on your shoulder.
That was 10 HP for you.
10 HP?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm at 18. I'm still bloodied.
Hey, look at you.
Yeah, that's gonna be the case.
I'm gonna get my herbalism kit out and see if I can use that to patch wounds.
Sure. Yeah. As you start doing it effectively, and your
Is there a way that I can drink one potion while running towards there?
yeah, that'd be fine. You can drink a potion.
Like, how does that work for see how much I healed up for the herbalism kit?
Are you so for the purposes of the actual skill with the herbalism tool? If someone's unconscious, you can use it to try to make them stabilize.
Okay.
Unless you have the healer feat.
6.
For our purposes right now, you're patching things as much as you can.
Yeah.
You're sealing up wounds. You're putting oils and leaves on things that are starting to get infected to counterbalance that. Anyone that has anything broken, you start affixing their arms, their legs, so they move as little as possible.
Yeah.
At the beginning, there was almost like a mosh of people just going to you and pushing to get any assistance or help. As Laz kind of starts organizing them in almost a line, and you get a good roll me an herbalism. D20 plus your
That's plus 5.
Yeah, so roll me D20 plus 5.
18.
18? Okay. You get a good amount of people. You lose count after 20. And then there's still a line of individuals, like maybe 40 or more, that are like waiting, and then your kit is completely used up.
Okay.
Like, there's just so many people here. Yes.
Oria will also help because she does also have an herbalism kit.
Okay. Why don't you roll me herbalism?
Okay, since I'm proficient, would I use my proficiency in medicine?
Proficiency and add your wisdom.
Ooh. Damn.
Damn.
First
Throw that
fucking
dice
roll
away.
tonight. Oh.
It's
Just
it's
put
all good.
that in the
You're
fucking kit.
It was a 1.
So that would make it a 5.
When you get your kit out, you see that unfortunately a lot of the medicine in there is in the kit has shattered in parts of, like, the glass containers that were carrying what you needed, shattered into the rest of the kit, and a lot of it was not usable. But you did help out a few people. It's just not as well as you know it should have been if this piece of equipment was not damaged in the previous fight.
The worm's still doing their thing too.
You feel the tremors for sure. Every like 5 minutes or so, you'll feel, but it starts getting less and less and less.
But they're not like
They're
physically
not
there.
physically here
Okay.
anymore. You know that one directly went upwards, and as it like clenched its jaw onto the ceiling, it used its entire upper strength to just pull itself and climb to the surface of, still in the mountain, but what you would call where your ceiling would be. And the other one just started digging further down. You have no idea why they split paths, but they did.
And how much, I guess, sunlight is it actually?
There's no light.
Oh, it's no light still?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah. They made a hole above, but you're still underground.
Okay.
You are at least roll my nature instead of just giving you answers.
$11.
11. It has to be at least a mile down, like
Okay.
at the bare minimum. You think it's probably more, but it's how fast these things, how big they are. You haven't seen biotech that's made something this big. This is the biggest thing you've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's fast, given the circumstances of it breaking 15-foot holes through stone. It's incredibly fast in what it's doing.
She's just gonna make a very silent, a thanks to Obadiah.
How are we gonna get these people out here?
Cowrabao, as you start just climbing up the rope, and you see that there's already a makeshift line of people doing so, and start climbing up, and you see some of the more healthier races, like some humans, some dwarves and orcs are assisting in this.
Is there a way that I can run on that rope faster?
You can make it up faster than more normal people, yeah. Just because of you're beat up to hell, but you're still more lively than a lot of the individuals here. Just the fact that you ate a couple hours ago is a big difference too. As you climb up, and you make it to the top where that hole was, it has a whole bunch of pathways leading into it. Roll me a perception.
13.
13. Yeah, that will do. You see, there's definitely a path of people kind of pushing away, like not making a line towards it and start running towards the caves, in the way that you guys came from, and you see that one lady kind of just just moving people along, and right underneath her feet, you see a little pseudo-dragon just screaming and puffing its chest and its wings as people, that's making them at least jump enough to not, when, a dragon the size of a dog is still scary.
Yeah, it's still scary.
And you see TARDIS kind of just like, and Cordelia just on the floor just not understanding what's happening, having the time of her life, and there's a pseudo line of people protecting her.
How many Drow slaves did you say there were?
6.
6 Drow slaves. Okay.
I'm gonna go straight to them, grab a piece of my chest piece, maybe a rook or no, a knight. My chest set.
Okay.
Just a knight, and then give it to Cordelia. Another knight, give it to Tarsus, just so that they can kind of play.
And he starts putting it. Kind of takes it out of her mouth, puts it on the floor. She grabs his, puts it back in her mouth, and is like, and starts putting them together and trying to show her how to play with him. And then he kind of just, and you can hear the flop of the 70-pound
and
child.
I'm just gonna kind of sit right in front of them. I'm extremely tired.
Yeah.
Extremely freaking bloody. Just gonna kind of sit there and then just keep a lookout, basically, on what they're
kind of sitting there guarding them as they're playing around you. You feel sharp, especially as they start going like into your cuts and holes from all the scratches and slashes. As the pseudo-dragon's using its claws like a cat to climb on top of you, and then you see the face of it go, and they kind of just get back and perches and like, oh. You never really noticed how heavy it was until this very moment. And
he's in charge, remember?
To a far distance, you just hear in your head, I'm in charge.
Good boy, Ribos.
Oh, gosh.
I'm gonna kind of pet him a little bit. Like, good. It's just a good job. And try to hold on where was he perched? On my left?
Left, because I used that.
Okay, I'm just gonna try and perch somewhere, a rock or whatever, to give some kind of support, or just my sword.
Yeah.
Are people able to climb? Are people able to climb the cliff area?
There's a lot of people assisting, but it's a slow process.
So they are climbing up, right?
So yeah, there are some that are just so injured that they can't. But the ones that are
grappling
doing
hook and rope should still be there, so that should.
Yeah, that's 8 of them. There is going to be. It's like like 30 people that you're seeing that are just not even trying. They're just kind of sitting at the base, and you see that people are huddling together, of whatever bond they've made previously. They're just in that little circle, and Ariell, you were in the mix of like people coming here and then helping, and you guys were also assisting.
Yeah.
Can I have you 3 roll me perception?
God, what the fuck?
Okay, I'm
That's
throwing this
a
one
That's a
away.
9. I'm doing
Okay.
shit with my dice today.
So was it a 6?
6. Okay. You're busy on wounds and you're in combat medic mode right now.
Yeah.
And Oria is you're also you're healing. That's your focus. As you're using the last points of divinity that you have in healing individuals, you start noticing that there's a good amount of them with an odd burn mark on their neck that resembles some sort of like broken key or something. You're seeing a good portion of them have that. The ones that look.
Have I ever seen that before?
I have.
You haven't. This is the first time Ariell's seeing it. But you're with the 17. You're also noticing that the ones that have those marks look the most lost. They look. Mindless isn't the right word, but they look easy to just move. And you see that the one amongst them, a kind of paled, skinned woman with also almost as pale hair, is kind of just grabbing them, and she's very injured too, kind of like holding her arm, as you see that it's covered in blood, and she's just like starts moving them along. They start kind of gathering in a pile. As soon as one moves, the rest just follow it. It really does remind you of like something controlling zombies, but it's not. They're conscious of what they're doing. It's just they're easily just start moving.
I'm gonna put that on the back burner because I don't have anyone immediately near me to ask that I feel like might know.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just go back to asking the 6 Drow some questions. I'll actually write, can you understand me in Elven first, and I'll speak in Common, and then I'll show them, and then see which language they understand.
Elven will be the closest thing they understand.
Well, then I'll speak in Elven, and I'll also write it down. There's some place for you to go if you like. We can help you, we can feed you, clothe you. You have no masters now. You answer to no one. You're free.
You see that when you, as soon as one of them kind of pushes the other aside, one that looks almost the healthiest and just writes food.
I'm going to actually pull out my bag then, and I'm going to give them all the food and rations that I have.
They almost start fighting each other for it. And you see a couple of elbows go and knees, and then just start going into a pile, just grabbing. And you see, like, probably the most noticeable one will be like one of the orcs kind of just, and then another one kind of calm them down and they just start moving along. And then just these Drow are just like dogs that have never seen a treat, just fighting over this food. And you see one of them kind of just start, like, they're digging into the dirt and just shoving it in his mouth. And then the same one, the biggest male there, just starts pointing at it again. Just pointing at the word food that's written down.
I'm going to tell him there's more if you want to go to Corvassa as much as you need. There's a place there that's safe for you.
You see them start doing some sort of sign language amongst themselves. And then they write in, which you will understand this, but it will say like, what's Corvassa?
And I'm just going to pretty much explain a short summary that it's a city, and tell them that there's a temple there that I had built that is, they can stay there as long as they need to.
There's
a method to the madness, people.
Do you
I built this temple.
Do you,
not bragging or anything, but you know, might have
you
a statue
mention it
over
being
there.
anything to do with Palor?
No.
Okay. The next thing they're going to ask is, they kind of draw arrows, and they misspell, but they put where.
I'm going to like pull out a clean sheet of paper and kind of just, as well as I can remember it, draw the road and the direction towards Corvassa, about how long it is to get there.
And then you see that they write the word sun. That's a question.
Oh, yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing.
Yeah, I know. Yes.
Little road
You see the again the biggest one, the one who's taking too much advantage of the kindness that you're giving them. You see Kent gets up and he starts walking into the stalagmites and stalactites. You see a couple of them start looking at each other and start doing some sign language.
I'll let him walk, but I'll pull out my. I have a cloak robe deal with a hood. I'm gonna kind of pull that out of my bag and say, "Would this help?"
He immediately just takes it and starts walking. You see that two of them kind of
silver pieces.
You tried.
You see that some of them look at you, and the most beat up one amongst them kind of waits a little bit and looks at you. He writes a word, and it takes you a couple minutes to understand why, but all he writes is understood. But you think that this might be the closest thing to a thank you that they know. And it also follows as all six of them start going into the unknowns of the Underdark.
They're all leaving.
Yeah, fortunately.
Shit.
They.
Do I see him go?
Yeah. You're getting the picture that. Roll me insight.
Do you want me to roll insight?
Ariell, Scatter. Ariell.
That is a 20.
They'd rather risk this world than the above for reasons. This world is incredibly dangerous, and it lets you to think of Senven's character and his actions are definitely speaking louder in comparison to their actions. The menace and cruelty that they live is more comfortable than safety. For whatever mentality they have, at least some sort of Stockholm syndrome is more familiar than the safety they love.
Okay.
Also, the sun kind of sucks for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just say a prayer to Paylor to be with them even in this darkness, and then I'll go help the other survivors. And actually, no, I'm not gonna help the other survivors right now. I want to go to most everyone else
It
is.
sounded like a thing. I'm like, oh my
I'm
God.
gonna go to that building that the two Drow guards are still guarding.
Okay. As you approach, they're still there, and you see that one has a crossbow, one has a dagger, and you see that there is this odd arcanic ruin in the floor. But before we go to that, what do you do?
I'm sitting in a circle
Drow
and
friends.
mostly contemplating about how I let myself hurt somebody that I consider an ally. I'm also thinking a lot about what the fuck's going on with this, with what I saw and all that shit. Debating on things, I don't know. Fuck it. I'm just gonna rage.
Okay. We'll make charisma saving throw.
Can I choose to fail it?
Sure.
Okay.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
For reasons. Well, they did think.
Roll me percentile.
Oh shit.
When in doubt, percentile is
When in doubt,
that's the
percentile.
Jesus DM way to go.
That's an 11?
11? Okay.
10 and a 1?
Yeah, it's 11. As you're doing your best, the obvious thought of you harming your friend and not only realizing after the damage has been done infuriates you. But you put so much trust in this for this to happen, starts infuriating you. your wounds start pressing on some, just to get the blood flowing and anger, and it's not coming again. And then you start doing some more, just angsting yourself and reliving all these bad thoughts, almost to give you some sort of a mild panic attack, just to enrage yourself, and then everything just goes dark, and you hear of flames, and you don't see any light, but you hear them almost like around you. You start seeing a field, a crop, just a fire, and a far off in the distance, this white house just starts as the fire starts consuming it. There's a tiny shadow in the middle of this, and you are in a rage, but you are conscious of your rage. As the blood's flowing, you feel your muscles tensing, and you just
I'll punch myself in the face.
What is your strength?
My strength is 18.
So you deal yourself 5 points of bludgeoning damage as you do so. And you're raging, so that goes to 2 points.
Fair. Okay.
And you took some damage and you attacked, so your rage continues for a couple more seconds.
I'm just gonna scream.
And
Just screaming.
Well, sure should hear that.
yeah,
So-
as everyone
We hear that
hears,
too.
yeah, as everyone hears,
Like we hear that from the
it's gonna echo throughout,
Because
especially at a
reasons.
blood-curdling rage. As everyone just turns, and even the people that you guys are helping currently just, and they now start panicking more and start running. As Oria, you'll probably be the closest one to him, and you see the rage, you see the pain,
Just like,
you see a massive bruise right on his right cheek.
yeah, Oria's like, oh god damn it, Wes, she's making her way over there.
Do you? Before I stop you, I want to stop
Let me
you.
retcon that really quick. I will give you a greater healing potion. There you go.
No.
Oh.
Oh.
Do you have any of the ichor left?
The what?
The thing that was poisoning us. Does anybody have any of the stuff that was poisoning us? Because
Oh,
just
no,
in
Drow was
case,
that.
if
Oh, no.
anybody has that, she took a swing at me. I know he didn't mean to take a swing at me. He took a swing at my water buddy. He didn't mean to, but if he takes a swing at you, what are you gonna do?
Here's the thing. Does Oria know for a fact that about
It's
how
hard to no actually
No, I'm saying is Oria aware by this point that when Wes gets like this, that poisons don't really do diddly shit to him?
He did fall unconscious with the poison in battle, but it's hard. When Wes gets like this, there is little you've seen to stop him. A barrage of poisoned arrows from an elite thing that almost killed you in a cloud of darkness that you guys didn't harm to bloody was enough to make him pass out. So like it takes an incredible amount of stress to subdue him.
Is there a way that I can find like
Oria's probably gonna just look at you and just be like, I'll take my chances.
Can I have the greater healing potion?
She will
is
get
there
back
a way
to you.
that I can find like a pathway for the kids and to go down
For me, so
To like down for,
back to the town?
Is it
roll me
wrong?
we gotta
perception.
roll all those.
With your, I think your con mod.
Plus your con.
19.
So
Okay,
all-
as
like,
you
all
look
these-
Roll
underneath.
you jump at all those plus your constitution modifier.
So
two.
here's the thing: are you
Oh,
guys
wow.
taking a short rest, or you guys are just working right now?
Because I don't know how long that is. As soon as I hear Wes
How long-
scream,
It's an hour of just sitting there doing the minimal amount of effort. Reading a book, sharpening the
No,
sword.
I mean how, like when I move to where the kids are and kind of safeguard them, and then hearing West, how long?
It's been maybe like 20 minutes of this whole thing transpiring.
Because if as soon as I hear that, that's what I'm gonna do. Because at the moment I'm just sitting down and kind of safeguarding, but just sitting down. But as soon as I hear West here, I'm gonna be a little bit troubled and start looking for a pathway down. Not just me, but for the kids as well.
As you do and you look down, you see that there is little path safely to carry Cordelia, and Taurus is just, he's too big. They don't have the motor skills to make it, and you have to assist them, and you're not in any shape to assist anybody.
What about Nimble? Because Nimble's with me.
Yeah.
Is he able to assist?
He can. It's just you're risking them dropping a long way.
You're dangling children over a ravine.
Calm down, Michael Jackson.
No, I wanna go over there and see what's going on. That's the thing.
Leave Nimble there.
Yeah, I can watch them. I didn't take as many hits as you did.
Okay, I don't have anything to message them. I don't have a cell phone to
It was like, I'll keep an eye on you. As the lady that was also there, she's like, I thank you guys for everything you did, but I'm leaving. I hope that you understand. And then she just starts bolting.
Before that, I'll give her a dagger.
She gladly accepts it.
Yeah, I'll give her one of my cow daggers.
Cow
daggers.
She kind of just holds it like really close in a very not well position. Like it's almost touching her body, but she's just running. It very much looks like she's never used this
Don't
before.
run with scissors.
They're sharp. Be careful. I'll try to head towards.
Okay, so you will, but it's gonna take a little bit. Or you're making your way there.
I'm gonna drink my potion.
Roll and heal.
And then I'm going to meditate for about like an hour since I'm done. I can't heal no more people.
Okay, so if you just letting you know, because the mechanics of the game, if you do, you can heal yourself without using the potion.
Oh, then yeah.
Just letting you know the mechanics of the game, because 5e is new to you. You have up since you haven't used a short rest in over a while. You have your level of hit die, so you're a D8, so you have up to 7 D8s to heal yourself. Each D8 you add your Constitution modifier, so you can roll whatever that number is plus your Con. And if you decide you want to continue to heal yourself more, you can continue rolling. You don't have to roll all 7 at one time.
Yeah.
You don't have to use all 7 in one day. You just have up to 7.
All right. So let's see.
And if you use all 7,
yeah.
let's say you take a short rest and like a couple hours from now for whatever reason, and you use all 7 of yours, you can't do it again because you have 7.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Okay.
Until you recover them. And when you do a long rest, you cover half of your maximum. I know there's a lot of things to throw at you. So just keep track of what you used.
And every roll I add my con modifier, right?
Yeah. So you add your 3 or 2?
So 7 plus it's 2.
Okay, so like you would heal 9 right now. If you want to continue doing it, you can. You have up to 7. So you do that. Oria.
27.
Yeah, she's making her way over to West. I'm just kind of
Oria
calling him out.
comes.
Just West.
27.
I'm pointedly ignoring you.
There's still a tiny man-child on you. Just, you know.
Oh my god. He's just koala'd on her.
Yeah, just West.
Every now and then you see a pet on your face. Yes.
God damn it, T. Yeah, she's just gonna call out to West again. Just, the fuck are you doing, West?
Punch myself again.
Okay. If you're aiming to do damage, you take your strength modifier plus 1.
Okay.
And then half that.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I just keep doing 2 damage
Yeah.
every time.
Fuck it, Oria's gonna cast Hold Person.
Okay. Make me a wisdom saving throw, West.
16.
Damn it. Damn it. I got excited when I saw that 14.
I don't know.
For the next 6 seconds or so, you still have your rage, since I'll allow the restraint of that too. But you cast your spell, she's and
Leave me the
punch
fuck
himself.
alone.
It's like, oh, bullshit. Don't pull this crap now. Not here.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting.
Basically.
Just leave me alone. I need to be alone.
You know, this is really the worst fucking place for you to start doing this shit now. We can't exactly be alone.
Yeah, but you could, like, go over that way and not talk to me right now.
You are so fucking lucky right now I'm holding tea.
You see T's you're so lucky that you're not there.
Oh my god, tea, please rest.
He's trying so hard. Every ounce of his body is to try to be as fabulous as he can be, and he's just so exhausted.
Poor guy.
Ariell. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, sorry, no. If Wes is gonna keep pointedly ignoring Oria, which I'm assuming he still is, she's not gonna forget that, nor will she forgive. She wants to kind of, from a safe distance, observe, I guess, the cages and whatever other creatures or beings are still
You
currently
see that
in them.
a lot of the cages aren't there anymore. You hear the pull of the centaur that was being used as a mount. Unfortunately, the Duragard that were selling these people took their inventory with them. But the great worm destroyed some of the cages. You see some Kototoa that are just draped in blood all over the floor as the serpent kind of went underground and just broke the steel and broke them. You see a larger lizard creature also dead. You see part of its body is completely missing. You see one woman with fair skin and this golden hair who's kind of just waving her arm like she's still in one of the cages. Hi, do you understand what I'm saying? Hi.
I can understand you.
Can anything, please? Can you let me out? I'll do anything. And you see that behind her there is another cage with like 4 large spiders that are just kind of like doing their best to get out and also like get near her. And there's also a larger cage with what looks to you like a dead grizzly bear. This odd reptilian animal also just dead, and this huge scaled when I mean huge I mean like large, like the size of a horse, scaled odd the closest thing that I could say to try to describe it, it looks like a elephant without tusk, but it has spikes all over its back in a weird pattern. And the tail is also barbed with spikes. You've never seen a creature like this before.
Dead or?
It's alive. It's the only thing that survived that. The only thing that are there that have survived are these 4 large spiders, a stegosaurus, and a woman with.
Are you gonna make the dinosaur a pet?
First of all, that's fucking rude. I'm a druid. No. In the direction of where the woman is, just because of having the fear of how it was in the mage tower and all the creatures that she saw there. Oria is casting detect magic on the supposed elven woman.
There's no magical qualities in her, or that you can see on the ground neither. A lot of this was just steel, stone. The bridge has no magical qualities to it. You see, you feel the leftover remnants of the transmutation circle that fiend used, and from your area, you can see faint part of magic towards like where Ariell is going, into that large building, but smaller comparatively to the one that legitimately looks like a mansion made out of this steel that has unique qualities to it, and that also has some sort of magical property to it.
Yeah, I guess.
But not the woman. She looks elven, but a little bit more. Her features look humanish, but she doesn't bear the ears that an elven has. But she has a lot of the physicalities of an elf, and she looks really unharmed, oddly comparative to everybody else.
Okay, so Oria will go over to, I guess, investigate her lock.
I mean, it's a solid lock.
I guess she'll try breaking it. I'm gonna have her try breaking it with her javelin.
Okay. Roll me an attack.
It's just Naruto running as fast as you can.
That was shit. 13.
As you jab with your javelin, good thing that it's magical. As you hit it, you feel almost like a ricochet from the steel. It bounced your attack back. You don't know if, and again, you don't sense any magic. Whatever this thing is, it's solid would be the word.
Where am I now?
You would be making it to the Screamy Boy.
Like, I'm there already? Or like,
Yeah, you would be there.
100%
But with
Mm-hmm.
that, Ariell,
Yes.
what are you doing?
I'm going to just kind of approach, but not close enough to where they're going to just randomly fire off an attack. I want to get like, try to talk to them.
Nice.
Okay. How far do you want to get up to them?
Until I see them. They're about to fire a crossbow bolt. at me,
Okay.
and
You
then
get-
I'll stop.
You're testing yourself. You're not being dumb about it. You have your shield out and everything, and you're being as diplomatic as you can be in the situation. You start approaching it. You're about 20 feet away. Make it 15. You haven't fired. Make it 10. They look angsty, but they have not fired.
Okay, I'll
and you
stop
also that the circle that is in front of them is about 10 feet too.
I'll stop outside the circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just outside of it.
Yep. Why do you still guard this building? Your masters are gone. Your friends are gone.
What language do you speak?
Elven.
They start looking at each other, and as they speak in Elven, it is a duty that we fulfill to our death.
What's inside the building that's so important?
Only those that know can know. You must offer. Anyone can come in, but you must offer yourself to what is.
Oh hell no!
And you feel that this is very rehearsed.
What does the building itself look like? Architecture and
So it has a lot of again that silver and black steel, but it has a very simple like square geometric shape with these spirals that tower and have this like Gothic meets spiderweb architecture. It has a lot of spikes all throughout. And the one thing that you do notice is that everything is symmetrical and even. Even the off-symmetry spiderwebs have symmetry within another place. And when you see the front, you kind of look towards the side. There's some sort of like odd geometric illusion to make it look almost the same distance. Like almost where you're looking looks about the same. And so when you see it from afar, it's a rectangle. When we get up close and you start looking at it, it's almost like a box square. And it looks, in comparison to something, it looks like a small chapel.
Okay. So I just asked him. So this is a temple then?
A temple of what is. And you see that as you are speaking to them, and the more they're talking, they start lowering their weapon.
So, do you mean a temple to Lolth?
No, to just what is. If you seek for Loth, you would find Loth. Again, if you do not know what is,
Can I do insight
you
check?
won't know. Yeah.
I don't like riddles. Ah, yes. Okay, that's gonna be a 23.
You don't think that they're lying to you. They could have fired at any moment. They're being diligent, I guess, to their job. And they did offer you to come in. You don't know what that magic thing in front of you is. There's always some sort of mistrust here. But you don't think that they're lying to you or that they're trying to trick you. Based on if you don't know what's inside, then you have no business being here. But anyone can come in.
I'm gonna go back to find Senven
Okay.
and ask him if he knows what the deal with that building is. If he knows what is.
Roll me history.
Oh, history or religion?
You choose. Sure, choose.
I would choose religion because I got +3 on
Okay.
religion.
All right. Religion.
4, 5, 6, 17.
17.
Fucking loves you.
17. What did I do with the challenges over here? Okay. Moderate modification. The only gods that call themselves would be deities that don't involve themselves in the material plane. Primus would be an entity. But you've never heard of any Drow worshipping Primus, nor anything worshipping Primus. It's like saying I'm worshipping gravity.
Yeah.
It's just it is. But you don't think that's from the information that you tell them. That might not be what they're getting at, but with the religion role, that's coming to mind. Drow are very heavy into Loth and the Spider Queen. Their neighbors down below in the abyssal plane. None of that's striking.
Yeah, I relay that information, and I also say maybe it's for whoever god that you worship, but I am unsure of this. Because they said what is, and that could mean whatever you believe in. But don't go in there unless you know for sure.
I don't plan on it, especially not alone. We should, at the very least, as a party, investigate this building before we leave.
You see it last. If you guys are gonna go into the scary place again, I'm gonna go take care of the kids. That really hurt. Yeah. Oh, okay. And she gets out her axe and looks at it. Okay, good. And she's gonna stop going, and she kind of is like, "I'll be back." And she will make her way back to Senven. Nimble.
Nimble.
Yeah. So you're there with him.
Where is Oria?
Close and how far?
How
did you
far
wanna
is
go?
Oria?
I mean, I'm going over by the
Oh yeah, you're completely okay. So Oria would be on the opposite side of the bridge. You can see her.
So you're like,
What are you doing?
so that's
What
like
are you- what
her,
are you
and
doing?
you're like over. She's over here.
Yeah.
I'm over here.
I can. I can.
Yeah, that's where you're
draw.
at.
I can
And she's
draw
over here.
really
No,
badly
so-
on this
no, it's
board.
fine.
That's kind of what it's
you
for.
don't have to.
Yeah,
so
that's
there's
where you guys are at.
the reason why I'm kind of shouldering where Oria is. Hey, best
Yeah.
friend. Remember this? You gave me this a long time ago. There's still a goblet full of it.
You see some nice wine being.
The elven wine that you gifted me back in the island.
Don't Able.
He comes in down.
Enable him?
He
Do
comes
not enable him.
You're better gaming.
Oh, that's why you're doing it, because I'm all the way across the bridge, you
Roll me.
asshole.
Roll me.
Did you see this?
Roll me sleight of hand.
That's a 19.
It's hidden pretty well. You, Oria, you just see Cowrabao trying to consult a friend, doing his best.
It's such a
Sorry.
good friend.
Goddamn kids.
It calms him down.
For the record, I have been punching the shit out of myself. I've been keeping
Yes.
Okay.
For the record.
And I have a feeling that that's what's been going on because we've been hanging out for 6 months with this depressed buddy. Why?
The best of DM skills has been presented.
Whoa!
Hey.
How
Yeah.
immersive!
Beautiful.
Oh, sorry.
No.
Ariell is right in front of a pentagram.
Good stuff.
So that's kind of the display of where you guys are at. Here's more little pennies. And over there, to Drow
Oh, yeah, I
Guardian.
remember that one. That's the one I tried to hit on.
Okay.
Cow, I fucked up.
What happened? See, he calmed down.
No, I haven't even drank yet.
Oh.
Just saying, I
Here's
fucked
the
up.
building.
Shouldn't. I don't think anybody should be around me. You know, I'm thinking. I mean, I thought it was bullshit back then, but thinking back on the shit said to us in the basement, it's starting to make sense, and I think I just need to be away.
No, we can fight through this. We're a family.
Is this loud enough for Oria to hear?
How loud are you making this?
I'm speaking at a slightly panicked, elevated tone.
Like,
You hear that there's whatever he's doing is not working.
Because me personally, I always kind of like soft spoken. I guess that's how I just
Envision.
Cowrabao.
And
But so even with his, even with my friends, like panicky thing, I'm trying to be. In the calm
you're not
voice.
you don't understand what's happening.
I don't know what understand is that, but I'm trying to calm him down.
Yeah, but Cowrabao is trying to calm West Town as this lady. It's also a lady in front of you, kind of like, do it again. I know that he used a key. He always used the same key.
Yeah, Oria's gonna just try to be like, okay, please calm down.
She's doing her best,
Yeah,
but she's
she's
kind of
just-
panicking and start moving in a circle.
I do not have the key. Please stay calm.
Okay.
Do you trust me?
I have no choice.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's a good.
How do
Good
you
answer,
feel
good
if
answer.
I turn you into something smaller to get you out?
Not more of that stuff.
I don't know what else. Like her just being like, okay, that's fucked up. I don't know what else to do. I don't have the key to get you out. I can turn you into a mouse and I can maybe make sure that you turn back.
Please don't kill me.
I'm not gonna kill you, I
Oh,
swear.
gosh.
Okay.
And Oria will cast polymorph.
As soon as you do, you see as you're casting polymorph, right before the spell interacts, she kind of, and her hands glow a little bit. And it kind of resembles like a, like this, like that's how she would have, and her hands glow, and she's a little mouse, and now she has the intelligence of a mouse.
Aww.
And you see that the mouse kind of,
Yeah, using speak with animal to get the mouse to come
and
to her.
with that, enough,
Yeah.
and kind of goes back, and
Yeah.
do you dispel the spell?
Just pulling the mouse out and then dispose this spell of polymorph.
And then you see she's like, and her hands are still like, oh god, it worked.
Oh, poor lady.
Yeah, and then just Oria like, why are you down here?
Apparently I'm special to whatever this, and you see that she's gonna say, thing was. and you see that she has that burn mark as well of the broken key.
Yeah, which Oria has seen before
Yes.
with the talks with 10.
They like to take my blood and use them in people.
How unsanitary.
That's
So it just kind of
unsanitary.
stops, and I guess with what little knowledge Oria has, I guess of Drow.
She.
Is this?
Well, what do you ask?
No, I'm just thinking, like, with what little knowledge Oria has of Drow, is this?
This is. I mean,
from long
it's not
distance, that
unconceivable for a Drow to do this for fun and kicks.
True.
But this isn't like a thing that they do. It's not a staple. And her glowiness that had in her hands, it kind of reminds me a little bit of Ariell's magic that he cast innately.
Oh. I was just like, no, just kind of like her mentioning the whole thing about the blood and stuff like that, and that just hitting with Oria. Ariell, can you come here?
As I'm like in the middle of this conversation, I'm just like, I gotta get back.
As you
Not
hear
trying.
West yelling to Cowrabao as you pass by.
I'm
Like, what is going
Yeah, stay
on?
the fuck away.
I'm still meditating, I guess.
Okay, all right.
'Cause I think
you can move here and there. You just can't exert yourself. Like you can't climb a mountain. You can't use your rope. You have to sit there. Like you can follow, and as soon as you get there, you.
Then I follow Ariel then.
And then, like as soon as you get a chance to sit down, you'll sit down and start
Seeing them
meditating.
pass by, I will gesture like to Cal, just like I smashed his fucking head in.
You hear that?
That wasn't you.
When that happens, you see her kind of like. That's not her friend, right? That's not her friend, right? You don't hang out with him. And as Ariel's coming and Senven's coming, and as soon as you see Senven,
Can I?
okay, was this just for fun? What are you gonna do? And she kind of like starts stepping back and like hugging the cage behind her.
Yeah, Oria, like,
Like,
look, no, this was not for
shit.
fun. Look, you really think I would want to?
I sit
She
down
kind
and
of
put my
stops
mask
herself
back
from
on.
saying anything rude and just look.
I sit down, put my mask back on, and say, "Don't worry about it."
You have to understand that I've seen a lot of things, and a lot of things have been done to me that I can't remember.
That sounds about right.
Oria would, if she had a fly. Damn, Wes, you're gonna have to give Oria some of your drink. Yeah, it's like, bitch, me too, the fuck.
Does Oria say this?
Yeah, she will say that out loud.
She's gonna like.
That's where Oria literally just stops and looks. Have you even seen one? Oh, crap, yeah. No, have you even seen one of my kind?
Yes.
Where?
Wherever the cave with that orange thing is.
What orange thing?
They call him a tyrant. It's this giant. All I see was an eye, and then I forget.
Do I know what this tyrant is? That sounds familiar.
You never.
Or would it?
History with the really hard DC.
Yeah,
While
history.
I'm yelling and
I
gesturing
guess.
loudly, I would have taken the bottle of wine from Cal while I'm yelling.
It's
working.
5.
You've never heard of a eyed orange tyrant.
Sounds bad.
Oops.
The only time you've ever heard the word tyrant was when the Drow were saying that's who's enslaving them. The elves said that the Drow are enslaving them and they work for something called the tyrant.
It's bad.
And then I tried to look for this, and all I saw was fields on fire, and then a giant fucking house.
Has he ever explained this? Have you ever
I
explained
I
this?
feel like in the 6 months I would have mentioned it. I think I put that in my paragraph thing, and I would have told you guys.
Okay.
You know of this being in his head.
Which Ariell is not comfortable with at
Yeah.
all.
But this whole thing of communicating with him is new to you.
Yeah.
Maybe
Oria just like,
try talking to him.
normally we're a little bit, well, reserved. Not today.
Yeah.
I tried that! I corked the wine and just started drinking it.
Oria's gonna be like, you know
It's
what?
water.
I want to go to the big creature over there, and she's gonna try speak with animals with it.
Okay. As you kind of go over, she. Hi. And it kind of looks like just the idea of a Drow being there. It kind of gives her. She has a lot of triggers for reasons, and she looks at you. You're normal, right?
Normal.
And this campaign.
I just kind of said not for this realm. And I'm gonna hand her my water skin and just ask her if she'd like to drink.
Oh, poor
Yes!
lady.
And then starts just guzzling down, and then cut.
She can have it. I don't need it.
And then you see that she has the foreknowledge to slow down to not hurt herself. And starts drinking. Thank the gods. And then kind of gives it back to you. Thank you. And there's still water in there. She didn't drink it all.
Aw.
Hey, Senven, are you still meditating?
That's really
Hey, Ariell.
strange.
She
I mean,
doesn't
has it been an hour yet?
She doesn't remember anything. You could make her a follower.
Let's say it's been about 40 minutes
What?
so far.
I know,
20
it's
minutes for you.
super fucked up.
I am
but
chaotic good though.
So,
Wait,
What
what?
did you say?
I just said, I'm like, you might make a follower out of her.
Oh,
Sit next to
okay.
her.
I thought I heard another F word. I'm like, whoa, Aria. And I'm like, I am chaotic. Good, like Aria.
good job,
If
though,
you
man.
really
Way to
want
pick
to,
her
man.
up.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, I'm still. I guess.
slow burn it.
Yeah, because if it's only been like 20 minutes of the meditating.
Yeah, you still have quite a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the full that full
Yeah.
short rest because I rolled
Okay,
like
yeah,
three times
yeah,
for a
yeah,
short
you're-
rest.
yeah.
Small
going
top,
to,
it's fine.
Okay. So let's continue going around the board. So you're just gonna meditate?
Yeah, I'm just gonna meditate. I'm still listening, but you know.
Yeah, of course.
I'm talking
Oria.
to. I'm gonna attempt to talk to the big creature still in the cage.
Oh, I think speak with them will last a while. What do you say to it?
Just the occasional hello. Why are you in here? Talking.
Let me get this. Oh, okay,
conversation.
intelligence of 2.
Oh shit.
It's I mean, dogs have intelligence of 2. There's a lot of smart labs. You guys all hear of this creature as Oria is just talking in a normal voice, but it's translating oddly to him, and it says hungry.
Aw.
Please out.
Aw.
I don't have kind
And
of.
it
Oria?
says so cold.
Oria still has acorns.
Oh, okay.
She will give it 2.
You see the tongue grabs it, and you see the mandibles just crushing it instantly and just eating it, and it kind of just and starts going against the cage, just trying to snuggle or any sort of affection towards you.
I'm gonna try to break the cage again with the lock with my.
Let's say because this has already been damaged, with a little bit of elbow grease, you're able to move it, and also this thing being strong as a motherfucker,
I'm a key.
you kind of.
I'm the key.
You see that it kind of breaks through, and you see that some of the steel that goes against part of its skin and cuts, but doesn't it's thick. It's a thick hide, and it kind of just wiggles through. You've roll me a nature from your communication with it.
5.
Okay. This thing's either really, really dumb or just childish in
Yeah.
comparison to what you've talked to.
Hold that one.
That's a little bit better.
So, what's
I'm now drinking the wine that Cow brought.
okay?
It's water.
Since there's only about a goblet worth,
Yeah, it's no goblin.
I get an extra roll better for you.
the buzz doesn't even set in.
It's-
Have been,
yeah.
even
It's
doing
it's
all
out of
kinds
habit at the moment.
It's habit. It's a
Yeah.
security blanket at this point.
Is there anything else that you're gonna do other than just yell at him?
I'm just yelling at this point, and that's all I'm doing.
Or you just I can't
Fuck!
polymorph you again into a fucking pig. I can't.
Please don't.
As Ariell,
Well, it calmed you down last time.
yell from across
You liked
a
the belly
15
stretches.
foot, just pure dip down into nothingness. As Wes and Oria are yelling at each other. Cal, what are you doing?
I'm gonna keep trying to calm him down.
Okay.
Just basically saying we're family and we stick together through thick and thin.
Roll me the
Ohana
diplomacy
means
with a disadvantage.
Yeah, I had
Of
somebody that
course
called me
dicks.
family once. You know what she fucking did?
Well, diplomacy. What's diplomacy?
Persuasion. I apologize. Yeah.
Here, use this knife. Here,
it's
use this fucking knife. I'm gonna
it's
use you in a
intimidation.
goddamn ritual. That's what family
13.
fucking does, right?
He is not even listening to you. His world is fucked at the moment.
Or you're just thinking in the back of her head, like, oh god, I wish I had some more of those fucking lilies.
I am looking at this drow poison that I have.
Can I?
I just get fed up and I just go grab my ball.
Alright, West President. Alright, what are you doing?
Or you yell.
I'm gonna ask the lady,
Shut up!
where are you from? I'm trying to tune this out.
Originally, that looks at you. It's the center of the world. You know that. It's the giant ships coming. It's. And she looks at you like almost like tear-eyed. I don't know. Like I know what my house looks like. It's a large building. My mom used to cook in the. What's her name?
It's okay. Take it easy.
Why
Give it
can't
time.
I know these things?
Give it time.
And like you
what
see
are
that she's like, and she kind of like grabs her scalp. Not from here. And you see that she's trying like her best to be cheery.
Does she look like she's hurt anywhere?
No. Like she's bruises for sure. Scratches here and there. She. But comparatively to everyone here, she looks very well off. She looks like she's actually eaten food. Like she's not emaciated or anything. She's not bloated either. But like she looks fair. She looks like she's been in a scruffle or two, but that she looks fair.
What are you doing here? What
don't
have
know.
they
All
done?
Every time I try to remember, my head hurts. I see this giant eye, and then I forget, and I'm back in a cage, being passed around. They keep taking my blood. I know that. I just don't know why or what. And then and she kind of goes back to like her head in the exact same spot, and then you see that there's actually blood in her hands.
Can I take a look at her head, see what
Sure.
it is?
She kind of like flinches a little bit, but since you're not a drow or something that she has only seen once, she kind of like lets you, but you see that she flinches every now and then, and you see that when you pull her hair, it looks like it's been braided and put in the position to make it look like her hair is full, but there's actually a large circle with almost look like bad stitching around, and there's piercing marks throughout in a jagged formation.
Do I know anything about what would do this kind of thing?
Woman history. That's a high DC.
Yikes. History's not a good one for me. It's gonna be a 17 total.
unfortunately, no.
I'm just gonna I guess do the healing touch on her head, see if that helps anything.
Okay. Due through the specific nature of your actual healing touch, I think that the wound gets healed.
Okay.
You still see the scarring around, but it gets healed.
Okay.
The bleeding stops, and she's like, "It still hurts, but thank you." She then asks, "What's your name?"
My name is Ariell Darren.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What is yours? Oh, that was an insensitive question.
Yes.
It's Sophia? That's the only thing that comes to me.
Jane Doe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of give a comforting smile.
Okay. It's getting close, like 30 minutes or so. You can move around, you can talk, but you just don't go out fighting.
Yeah.
But you can talk if you want.
I just say, I can move around a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna just to alleviate her fears a little bit. I'm just gonna kind of move right here, and I'm just gonna look at I'm gonna say, Barbarian buddy, it's okay. It's all right.
Oh no.
I'm not looking at her.
My face is somewhat okay now.
I'm not looking at her.
I mean, I'm like missing a bone here, but it's okay, I guess. I mean, a little bit. I mean, I needed facial reconstruction anyways. I'm a Drow, right?
A minor illusionist
It's
face
just,
to
you know,
look like a perfect face.
I mean, Drows are just like, I mean, come on, you humans think Drows, are ugly, right? I mean, come on.
I never thought you were ugly. I thought you were very handsome.
It's facial reconstruction.
Oh my God.
It's helpful for me, I guess. It's gonna help me get accepted. No one accepts me anyways.
I accepted you.
I know. That's why it's okay. Because you helped me out.
Oria's walking by just like, oh my God, just hug it out.
I go.
That's what I wanted
Look
to
at
do.
you and I'm like fucking crying.
I wanted to do what Wes did to me on that, but he's too big.
I go over there and I hug it out.
As you see Senven, Cowrabao hug you, Oria as she's coming towards you, and Wes, you hear the of
Shit.
giant, a large Stegosaurus, like larger than you, probably bigger than Couscous.
Oh, is Oria starting
Okay,
to?
that should
Yeah, I
be
mean,
me too.
you said you were gonna go there. The Stegosaurus is gonna follow you.
Oh God damn
I'm
it.
gonna
You gave it food.
I'm gonna
Got a new
I'm gonna
pet.
grab the fine elven wine bottle and
Roy Lewis is gonna like this.
You
throw
you-
it.
Oh,
Like,
Roy
boom.
Boss is still in charge, y'all.
You hear a and something shatter, and all you see is Cowrabao's arm just retract.
What was that? What was that? I was just gonna.
As Ariell, you're seeing this
Is that
whole
an
thing,
enemy?
and she looks
Bro, you dropped it.
through the
Dropped what?
screens,
I
and
didn't drop
you
it.
know she's being
Nudge
friendly.
him.
Oh yeah, because Mama walked by.
I'm just gonna kind
It's
of.
like a sip laugh.
Is she sitting down or standing up?
She's standing up.
Okay.
Oh no, my water skin.
Or you're just looking at both of y'all. I'm not mad, I'm disappointed, and she's just gonna keep walking.
I gave him a potion of healing.
I'm sure
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah, he did.
I'm
I'm like,
just
Gave him a potion of something, alright?
Call out to Oria.
Okay.
Oria, come take a look at something real quick.
yeah, he gave me a
Or you're just kind of looking back. I was heading to the big building that the big ass bat was on.
I just kind of,
What now? And she's
kind
gonna
of
walk back
without
over.
the girl seeing, just kind of point to her head. Just
You're
Sure.
really good at this.
Roll me a slide of hand.
You're really winning this girl over.
I know.
Hey, what's
Oh.
your name? By the way, check this out.
It's on Dex.
Is it Dex? Okay. That's not gonna be good, whatever it is. That's a
Yeah,
solid
eats
9.
bottle.
I rolled an 18.
Oh shit.
Like the die was an
Sees
18.
everything.
As she sees that. Yeah, if you can help.
Oh, or you're just like, oh
Horrible.
my God, this is. I guess, is there anything that I can compare it to, I guess, on Ravnica?
No. Nothing in Ravnica would have
Yeah, Oria looking at
anything
it.
like this.
I've never heard of anything like this, but with the reason I called you over here, she's looking back. I'm so sorry about us talking about you like this in front and it being obviously very rude.
I've had worse done to me in probably the last 10 minutes.
Okay, she's gonna look back over at Ariell and it's like this, I don't know, just her ability and stuff, it seemed very, very similar to you.
Ability.
Yeah, I can heal myself sometimes. I don't know why, but I can when I'm
Ariell,
stressed
like, you
out.
know your angel shit.
Just like that?
Ariell
Just
is
like-
now both intrigued and insulted.
She just
You're
looks at
talking
you.
with someone from Ravnica, good job. Like, you're welcome.
I don't know you're having this conversation.
Angel, like
You're still
with the
holding
with the thing.
I'm still holding tea.
As by the way, every time that Oria moves, the Stegosaurus also follows, and its tail, you're noticing that it does not have full control of its
Oh, no,
surroundings,
baby.
and the tail just
No god.
Shit.
and as you move a little bit faster, it also moves faster and starts getting excited, almost kind of like a dog because that's the only thing I compare it to. And but it has spikes this big on the end of its tail.
We have a new animal.
We should send them into the church.
As again, she'll look at you, like an angel. That's just a nickname, right?
I did say not normal for this realm.
Oria's just gonna look at him, just show her the damn wings already by this point.
At this point, I guess, just after hugging it out,
I just-
go over there, because what the fuck is that?
I just kind of do it, and then I put him back after a couple seconds.
Okay.
You
No, you're
gotta traumatize this
You
girl.
showing everyone that you're part chicken?
Oh, I can do that too.
Wait,
No, that's
this
another
is,
game.
this is my first time seeing this, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You see these amazingly large and beautiful golden and silver white wings float, and almost for a second you see Ariell's also entire essence just shine bright as a beacon in this dark abyss, and then
West Cal, what is that?
Glasses.
Yeah, every time he does that, it gives me like a tiny migraine. Vince, you're just like really bright to look at.
Was it? Lord,
that was funny. That's
Oh,
funny.
my eyes.
Every time Ariell does that, I just kneel down. Hello.
Yeah,
She's making for some really
that's
amazing
kind of
artwork
new.
in my
That's-
head.
He used to never be able to do that. I mean, I guess once upon a time he did, but then he just remembered. I don't know how this works.
She's like,
Yes. Sorry.
Who are you?
Oh.
hi, hi. You were screaming.
Yeah,
But
I do that.
yeah, if
My name
Wes
is
is
Sylvia,
keeping
I
her-
think.
Sylvia?
Sylvia.
Sylvia.
Yeah.
West.
Hi. Are you also like him?
No, I can't do that.
So you're over here now.
I actually do the opposite. You don't want to see that.
she already saw it, good job.
She starts moving away from you.
That is true.
What? But you're like good guys, right?
Yeah, talk to last.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, they're good guys.
You're the best!
No one's ever gonna keep them down.
So the Loxodon, angry man.
That works.
Better looking drow since facial
Drow.
reconstruction.
You're Drow, and you're an elf. And you're an angel.
He does that to say hi.
Oh, is that how the?
That's Elvin for hi. Do it.
Oh, hi. sorry, you did it the other way. Hi.
You're doing
So, I guess while if she's still talking with Wes,
Yeah.
or you're continuing the conversation with Ariell, it's just like When we were down in the Avalus lair and we came across that...
I know that name. I know that. I know. And she just starts freaking the fuck.
Yeah,
I know. And she just starts repeating. And you see that she's
I'm gonna switch
having a
over.
seizure.
Oh shit.
Oh, fuck.
And then after, what are you doing?
I'm God. Train. Not supposed to restrain though. Wes doesn't know that though.
So is Wes restraining?
Yes!
Does Ariell know that you're not supposed to do this?
Please don't do
Sure.
this at home!
As Wes is just trying to grab this lady.
It's fine.
And then Ariell just gets in the way and
Stop.
What do we at now?
I would say
have
you
5
three
medicines.
medics would know what to do in the situation.
Oria's moving everybody else
Wait.
out of the way, fucking
Oh, yeah.
helping her lay down and lay her on her
Yeah.
side. I just recently redid a CPR certification. Can you fucking tell?
That's right. Take CPR certification. It is very good.
It's
Very
actually
important.
Yeah.
Very
You can ask your,
Anyways.
you can ask your job to see if they have those programs because some
Yes.
it's good PR for a lot of programs.
And
you
learn what
get it for
AD
free.
is and how to use it.
Yeah, it's really nice. So you're making the space, letting her breathe and process through this, and she, why am I on the ground? What happened? You see that the tears are running. She's like, oh no, not again. What happened?
This poor girl.
You started doing this thing that I used to do whenever I used to live back with Mags, and she did some weird shit to me. So it's fine. You'll be fine.
You see that? You guys can see
I
very fast
understand.
that
It's traumatizing
things that Wes
for
are
her.
saying are starting to trigger her memories in not a good way. What's up, Mags? Oh, okay. What's up, Mags? And then she puts her hands, and you see this. You guys see this pulsating white light come
It's
from her.
fine.
What's
So
up, Mags?
it's Mags was an old bitch I used to live with. She's dead, I think.
Okay.
Wes?
And then, as soon as you
Yeah.
put your hands on her, you
Let's,
see that she
come
kind of
over
like
here
lets go
with
for her
me,
arms
and
and
we
her
got
hands,
some more hugging
and
out
the
to do,
light
probably.
immediately goes away.
Yeah, I'm
Like, she's
taking.
not noticing that she's doing this.
I'm taking Wes away to hug it out some more.
Okay.
So yeah, as she's
From
trying to calm
the
down,
calm
yeah,
down.
Oriel's just gonna look over
It's
and,
alright,
you
Wes.
know, Ariell was not saying words
Okay.
anymore.
Yeah.
It's really
Just
fucked up.
well,
That's
names for it.
I know.
When we were in that place with what the
But you.
thing was doing,
You sighed right?
this just seems so
I'm gonna
eerily
tell you that.
familiar.
Three thrower.
No.
When we were in Cravasa, when we were down there and we found the remains of your...
I just kind of mumble to myself, like, just kind of say, like, in Celestial, like, please let this not be correct.
What-
And then I'm
what-
going to...
What, you said correct. I know that word. I don't. Why do I know that word?
My eyes just get real big, and I'm just going to say, you're with us, right?
Yeah.
At this point, okay.
I'm just
I'm
right
looking
here.
it up.
I'm going to say
Yeah, we're over
gonna
here
look
because
at
I'm keeping her
Cal,
away.
Look, man.
keeping
Cal,
him
Wes,
away.
and Senven, and
Look,
say,
it was really fucked up. Okay.
please take care of her for right now. I'm going to go speak with Oria.
Yeah,
And-
Oria just looking at you, she understood what you just said.
Yeah. And I'm going to try to walk with Oria out of earshot.
Sure.
I think the dinosaur's following Ori.
Say-
Oh, yeah.
Dinosaur was beautiful.
She's gonna be
Yeah.
mindful of that so it doesn't hit them.
Yeah,
I have
she
a
kind
bag of
of.
meat.
and
I was
then-
ready to
You
give
have
it to
tea.
you.
You're holding tea the whole time.
That's why I put Teague right
I
there.
still have teeth.
Why Tiggy's right there?
She's gonna. When you guys
This
leave,
is even
because
more
I
weird
can't
for her.
see the board sometimes.
Yeah.
She's gonna like, the little man, is he okay?
He's okay, he's just resting.
Okay. And she's like, that's good.
It's over here some more.
So,
It's over
When-
here. That way I can get him into view.
she had said that they were using her blood.
You don't really need those anymore.
The
Oh, yeah.
first thing that I thought of
That's the cigar
was
work
that, and I just say quieter.
Mind flare.
When when I talked with him and the drawings on the wall of the angels and what
Yeah.
they were using them for.
Last session, when there was the one that was over by the entrance, did everybody see it?
I know I saw
I
it.
don't-
I know for a fact everyone was asking
think-
about it.
I think everyone except for Wes because you were fighting
Yeah.
currently.
Yeah.
But I think that's it. If I remember
So, yeah.
correctly.
Yeah, because
So-
everybody was asking about that.
Oria will even mention we even saw one at the entrance she'll even gesture to the area was at. It's almost as if those creatures and... Well, what? Because again, Oria with having talk with Tin, that mark on them, apparently the Mind Flayers did that. Tin and the other members of the Sea Devils, from what I'm understanding, had them.
I just remembered. I was like, oh no.
It makes sense, but
But why would they be working with Drow?
I'm not sure. As for Sylvia, I don't know. I feel like she's not of this plane.
Well,
Either.
whatever it was that she was just doing, did it even seem any vaguely familiar to what you can do?
It kind of looks like your lay on hands.
I would just say, but there are many within the church who can do this.
But what are the chances of them also knowing the language that you were speaking?
If they're devout, even then slim. It's just, I have no way, with her memory being what it is, I have no way to find the truth. I mean, I do, but
But I mean,
if I'm wrong, that it would kill her.
but I mean the same thing. But again, the same reason. Why would they keep her in such a better condition than everybody else here?
Unless they haven't, and that's just.
Well, I mean,
From her
again, she's
being
not
celestial.
emaciated. She's not.
If she is from the celestial plane, then the normal effects of hunger, thirst don't apply to her. She would not age. She would not lose weight drastically.
Who was it that offered her the water?
Ariell did it.
And she didn't drink it.
But she drank it, and that's not completely.
Oh.
Comparatively to the drow that, like,
Oh, okay.
devoured
Okay,
the
I thought you said it was still like there's still
Like there's still water in there.
Okay.
She was just being polite and giving you back water.
Okay.
So it still bothers me about the idea of them having operated on her, or done what they did with her head.
I completely understand and agree. But I don't think, especially not here, we're going to find any answers. Possibly in one of those two buildings. And I'm going to tell you also about what the Drow guards had said about how to enter, that we're allowed to go in, but we have to know what is.
Oh yeah, screw that place.
That was my thought too.
So I do have a question for, I guess, Senven, but I don't really want to walk over there, and she just kind of like looks back at the big puppy that's following her.
Yeah.
And then, like, there's this one time she, like, hung me upside down by my toes over a boiling cauldron of I don't know what.
Why would she do that?
I don't know.
No, I'm with her over
She said
here.
it would all make sense
But
later.
your toes are still there, right?
Yeah, I have, like, all...
No, we're over here. I took
I
him
thought-
away from her to not scare her, so
Okay,
she's
okay,
telling me this.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm telling him.
Yeah.
I'm calming her down.
Because I do not want him to know. I
Oh,
don't want
the
him
lady?
to tell her.
Well, I guess if anything,
Just start
Ariell,
repeating the pattern.
I just
can
play
you
with
go and ask
trying to get her
Senven,
calm.
is it very common? Is it common for mind flayers and or illithids and Drow to coexist in this? I mean, I understand they're both, I guess, but still, just the idea of them working together is this common.
With everything that's happened with our visions from the book, and I say quieter as well, Lamash too. I would not be surprised if those on that side came together. But I will ask him.
You guys do that?
So, Seven, they ask you?
About the Mind Flayer? Yeah, Mind Flayers are bad. We are scared of them. Drow are scared of Mind Flayers. However, the females might work. They might try to work with Mind Flayers to basically scare other people. But that doesn't really happen a lot. You don't see a lot of that cooperation per se. We just stay away from them. He told me about like what happened to her too, right? Well, yeah, I guess
I mean, do you...
Oh yeah, I do.
Okay, then yes.
Yeah, then what happened with her, she's obviously special. As in, they're using her blood to probably do something with the Mind Flayer, some kind of ritual maybe. I don't know exactly what they could be doing. I don't know, maybe Mind Flayer put something in there, in her head or something. You guys know how they reproduce, Mind Flayers? I don't really know too much about them. All I would know is to stay away from them.
So my question now is, do we search the remaining buildings in the marketplace for whatever we could find useful, or do we...
I would like to go and investigate the giant building that the one woman was at.
Very well.
But another thing, I guess,
It's gonna be
this
okay,
is just
Wes.
the thing with Oria just kind of looking... With her talking about the giant eye, I just get nervous. Especially with when we were in that mage tower.
I just kind of like nod, because I have the same sentiment there.
Alright, so we will investigate the buildings and the surrounding areas, and we will go on break. Yeah, so I'll ask you guys to roll me investigation right now, and then I'll jump to what you guys got. But alright guys, we'll see you in 15 or so.
Bye.
Yeah, see you in a bit.
Cowrabao, a nail from a rug, was a believed murder of his family. Living in the shadows, the rogue only trusted a dwarven compatriot. Later in life, the dwarf sacrificed himself to save Cowrabao. Cowrabao now moves on with smithery taught by the dwarf in a debt that he cannot repay. Oria, a proud Loxodon from the Elysian conclave of the realm called Ravnica. Unknown circumstances brought her and her people to this world. Finding asylum proved difficult, but the Druids of Overhigh welcomed them. Oria's connection with the land and nature aided her in manifesting her new druidic potential. She is now on a mission to get her people back home. Ariell, once a proud follower of Lilia, the goddess of love, now he walks with the sun god Pablo, a paladin of the Golden Lion. He documents his travels and spreads the word of Pablo. Wes, born in the mountains, may not be the smartest man, but is as strong as an ox. Wes was raised by MacLeod, a warlock with a fake contract. Losing his people after a devastating attack on his ranch, he now lives day by day with the teachings of MacLeod, having a close contact with nature and helping those who cannot help themselves.
Hail, traveler. Do you seek the legend of the 5 sacred dragon masks and the horrors they wrought upon this world? Then join us Tuesday night at 7:30 Central Time. And glory be to Tiamat.
You're a wizard.
I'm a what?
You're not! We're the wizards! Watch us! Hogwarts Prep D&D! Every Wednesday night at 6:30 on Divine & Conquer's Twitch channel. Expecto Patronum!
Recently, on the Sacred World campaign, the players found a book, an angelic tome from the angel called Avicent. What is inside that book? Well, you're just gonna have to find out. Friday night at 8:30 at the Divine and Conquer Twitch channel. Hey guys, every other Tuesday we're going to be doing a Magic the Gathering stream. For the first couple of episodes, we're actually going to be seeing what the best guild in Ravnica is. We have pre-made decks. We're going to do a free-for-all 3v3 tournament. Let's see if your favorite guild wins.
Thank you so much, Jeremiah. I appreciate the no content. Thank you.
God.
Hi
So-
guys.
Hey, everybody.
Hey guys,
Hola.
coming back through with your we did a short rest, so we just roll that off camera because let's not do math in front of everybody.
Math
And also
sucks.
with the
Yes.
with y'all's investigation and just picking through pockets, seeing what people have, finding the clothing material that you were looking for, finding 800 copper, 20 platinum, and 400 silver, including a very nicely ornate hand crossbow that you guys feel has some magical property to it. It's +1. That one of the elite drows just left behind. Making your way towards the mansion, essentially. Correct? As you guys approach Senven, you see a symbol that's obvious. The thing looks odd because it has one flat line and then it has 6 bulbous like areas that go throughout, and like they're leaning over the cliffside of this area. There's these webbings throughout the entire thing. Unlike the building that's the smaller one, that quote-unquote temple that Ariell was investigating, this isn't geometrically even in any sort of way. It just webs throughout here and there. These spiral towers almost divide each one of these 6 bubbles that are on the side.
Yeah.
There's a clear like landing pads, you can say, for things as big as the dire bat that the Drow was riding. But the emblem that you see in Drow, it's just one symbol. They like using a symbol to define something. But all it says is that's the emblem for blood, but not just any blood. It says royal.
Royal blood, guys.
What the hell does that mean?
Royal blood. That means royalty.
I wonder, since Wes is now a part of the Chaddington family,
But that's not royalty, that's nobility.
but Chaddington is what, in line for the throne?
Guys,
They're breaking
Drow
it.
nobility.
So, what's the difference?
Queen, very, very super strong.
Yeah, but like they all bleed the same.
Is there a place to put the blood?
Like,
It's just a door that kind of caves in front, and you see that there's another arcanic emblem, like almost kind of like a doormat. Essentially.
I want to look on the ground from where the body to that one
I
Drow
can just say
lady
you're a king,
landed
and you know.
when they
Sure.
chopped
like
her
if
off.
you
Yeah.
hit them
There's
as
still
hard
some
as you can, they would probably
blood-ish there.
barely feel it.
Well,
Royalty.
I don't know if she would be royalty. The other one we fought was probably royalty.
Well, she was able to get in, though, was she not?
She's the one who killed her. Yeah, never mind.
She was a servant, obviously, because
Maybe.
you don't dingle someone and just break their neck and throw them off a building. Unless you're really pissed because they failed to kill a couple of people. Oh, wait, us.
So what do we do?
If
large, almost like 10-foot.
This is the bigger,
stone. Yeah,
the
this is the
bigger
bigger
one,
building.
right?
Sorry, again, that's steel.
if no one's
Oh,
in
the
here, we
same
can
steel?
investigate. Because I think the one that left was probably an elite. and not actually royalty.
Oh, sneaky boy, on the job.
So we just go in.
If you guys want to check, I'm going to
I'm not Drow, so I don't get the rules.
You see no handles nor nothing, just the marking.
I'll let Senven go first because he's a drow.
I'll knock. I knock on the door.
As you go.
I'll let West knock.
It feels like you're knocking on like a steel shield, that kind of same quality. You hear the like it's being muted, like there's no echo.
Bigger knock.
I want to investigate at the door. If there's a way that I can pick it or open it mechanically.
I think there's a doorbell.
Is a 20, dirty 20.
Okay.
Bigger knock.
Bigger knock.
This is not.
As Wes is grabbing out his hammer, you see Cowrabao looking throughout, putting your hands where you think there won't be anything. Just feel for any mechanisms here and there. You find none. You find
How's our
no way
Not
of
even, like,
opening,
on the
no
floor or
doorknob.
anything?
The one in your hand.
The emblem
my
is.
little friend? Hold on.
He's just sleeping.
I guess I
Okay.
actually will. I'll put my hand on
Let's not forget
the
about
dirt or whatever where the blood is, get some on my hand, and I'll go and put my hand on the door.
Nothing happens. You see that there's no mechanism, like no handles, no nothing. The sigil is some sort of arcanic, but it's slightly different and altered. You can't really read what it's saying. Instead of having the standard draconic-ish writings and formulas, it's a different language that you've never seen. You can read some things in here. It looks like, for whatever reason, everything's being expressed, the arcanic ruins have been replaced with Drow writing.
Okay.
Almost like they're using their language instead of the traditional emblems that should be used in this sigil.
That's weird.
And it's very confusing, but you don't really understand what it's saying. Just I know this is Drow writing. It's just I don't know what it says.
It's Drow
just,
writing, but it's
It just keeps repeating things about nobility and purity.
It's noble, pure. I'm assuming it's going to be one of the higher tier females and their families, but really, because our race is based upon our women. So
This might be like Wes talking in my head. I'm gonna go. Wait, no, he's. Never mind. She's not on there anymore. She was dropped on the abyss.
She was dropped, and Ariell already put the blood that was left over on the sigil and on the wall.
Okay, but either way, this might be Wes talking in my head. Immediately with my sword. Just
you slash on it.
Bigger knock.
You see that there's no cut left onto the material, and actually your sword kind of just dinks a little bit inside, like it damaged your blade.
Oh.
Whatever that steel is.
more likely, you're gonna have to be part of the family and show some. Probably you have to put your hand on it. I'm not cutting myself and touching it. I'm telling you guys that much, because that's probably not gonna work. It's probably gonna get me killed.
So what you're telling me is that this is some magic bullshit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Prick my
And
finger.
I'm bored. Moving on.
Aren't you gonna use the bigger knock? Or have you done that yet?
No, it's magic bullshit.
You
so I
did
don't-
detect some magic in here. We were too far away to gather much, but
Are you sure you
the
don't want a
distance
bigger
that you
knock?
were,
Make you feel
and
better.
noticing that you were feeling the
Nah,
presence.
there's magic bullshit on the front.
Do you think if we were to go up,
if
if anybody were to attempt to climb up top?
I'm gonna try
Climb up top.
I'm gonna try a drop
Climb
of this
up
vile Drow poison.
Climb up
Let's see.
top.
It
We sound
Hey,
like a
we're
broken
like,
record.
There's an echo. I'm gonna climb up top.
Roll me in acrobatics.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh
27.
You rolled a
Why did we
17.
even act
As you're using the spider webs easily enough, and it kind of starts spiraling inward, and it almost looks like, but a second or two, that you're like literally covered in webs, and you start climbing, and it's forcing you to climb a specific pattern. But you get on top, and you see just
And there's nothing I see
there's
inside
no
or anything?
you roll perception.
Spider God.
While he's doing that, I'm probably gonna just wander the other
11.
direction.
11. You see 5 pads like hold a position, and the spider webs kind of like make it. You can see like there's a almost even circle throughout this area. The rest of the place is just smooth. There seems to be no entrance or anything here.
The very top.
Yeah, there's some quote unquote landing pads, but that's about it.
Spider God.
I'm just gonna yell at them all like, there's really no opening in here, just like that magic tower you made me climb.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. If this is like that tower, then
I'm gonna climb back down. Ugh.
You
Don't
want me to
fall.
roll another?
you climb down for sake of experience.
Okay.
So this was basically a waste of time. Nice.
Essentially.
No. I mean, this building is super important, and it's not really a waste of time because now you know it's here, and you know that obviously this is probably somebody who's up ranks. But yeah, we probably need to start moving away from this area because if you think about it, royal blood, royalty, that means somebody higher up, somebody super strong. Might want to come back after these worms go away.
You know, I've been on Nimble's side at this time. I've been wanting to get out of this cave.
yeah, let's go that way. And I pointed like towards that path that was like going down, like past the.
Oh, the one that's
You,
there's a pile of
there's
mine.
a set distance very soon for you since you are human that your darkness just consumes where there's this hallway of just these pillars marking a path that for the ones that have dark vision you can see a little bit further that aren't lit. They don't provide any light, but it's like a pathway leading to something. And you did see that there were a lot of creatures who were just kind of like going towards a waterfall that led further down.
What's the worst thing you can imagine?
I'm gonna tell West no. That's why.
That's down that way.
If
With
this
no alcohol.
if this is the upper dark, that will be leading towards a more familiar location for you.
That has no alcohol.
Or he kind of looks over in that. Yeah, no, fuck that place. Let's go.
I'm gonna start walking towards.
If we can't get
where
into
the
this
kids
house, if we can't figure out what the deal is with that temple, then I
You
say
know,
we leave.
I'm gonna let me investigate this room one last time, and then we'll leave. Okay? The door opening.
Sure, on investigation.
Okay, but okay, and I'm still gonna keep walking towards the kids.
Okay, but the point is, why are we here to begin with?
11. What's
We're gonna get
investigation?
your friend.
It's on intelligence.
Where do you think
Intelligence.
your friend would
So 0. So yeah, 11. I don't know that.
Yeah, Oria's even looking back over in the direction. I don't know, the girl said something about there being like a giant eye, but if it's that direction, west, if we go down that way, I don't know if any of us would be able to come back up from that.
I'm not going down that way. That way, I've been there. I don't want to go back.
Is there a giant eye down that way?
We're going back to the kids.
There's no alcohol that way.
We have
Is there
how
a giant eye
many?
down that way? What?
We have how many freed slaves that don't know where to go?
And they're probably
And
dead by
we have
now.
how many spell slots left for us to actually use magic?
It's been an hour. You see that the lady that you guys, the dinosaur still there. It's kind of staying, watching you guys, Sylvia. A large majority of the people that were freed are no longer there. The ones that are left are the ones that physically cannot climb up. And are kind of huddled. And the 2 drow that are in front of that one building that you have not entered.
Hey Sylvia, what's down that way?
I don't know.
We're not going that way. And I'm already starting to go
As
away.
Cowrabao
you really wanna just
is
run down
halfway
that hammer
through
train,
the other
don't
side
you?
of the
No
bazaar.
comment.
We're not going that way. We're
Those
going
of
to
us
the
who are
kids.
strong need to be able to carry these last few survivors out of here.
I'm not that strong.
I'm gonna carry one person. If there's a survivor that needs help,
Yeah,
I'll
they
carry
don't
one.
need help.
That's-
I'll try.
That's as much as I can carry because I am.
So,
I am a light.
are we in agreement that everyone's leaving this area and just going?
Yeah.
So fuck these 2 buildings.
Because I don't think anyone wants to investigate that temple, do they?
No, I have no desire to.
I can't. I have 50-50 on shooting an arrow on those guys, but.
You just want to kill them?
They're just doing their job, man.
I mean,
That's
But-
right.
I see no reason.
My main focus is going back to the kids.
Oria. I guess the question being with the way how, because it's as a druid, I have like what was it, like the freedom of movement or whatever. With it being natural terrain, would she be able to climb it?
You can climb it, but that doesn't mean it's not difficult. You're climbing up.
True.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
You want me to climb it? I mean,
The thing is, there is about 40 people that physically cannot do the climb. They have injuries or they're too weak.
I have an idea, guys.
oh.
Can we investigating around back over in like where the bazaar was set up? Are there any carts at all that look like they are movable in working condition?
No carts. If the carts they would have taken it with them to transport.
Is there any wood?
There's wood.
I mean, if anyone knows how to do it, you can get the wood and you can tie like rope and then use it like a pulley system to, pull people up. But the wood might break and it might fall.
Well, the reason why I ask is because.
Aww, dinosaur.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no, we can't leave him in there.
Fluffy?
How heavy is he?
Several hundred pounds.
He needs to be.
Aside from the way back, climbing up the rope from the way back up, were there any other like tunnels that we saw? Just
You
that
saw
one?
tunnels leading into that hole that dropped here, and then your eyes cannot see the endless darkness in either direction.
Could you turn him into a small creature and carry him up?
Yeah.
You should have got some spells back. Like short rested.
One. I only have one polymorph left.
I mean, if we're leaving, then that's an important creature to you. Then I suppose if
I
that's,
don't want to leave him down here.
then that's what we can do.
Well, this is my last polymorph.
Sure.
I'll use it to turn it also into a very, very small creature. Well, a smaller creature.
What is your DC?
My DC
Yeah, it's gonna have
is
to make a
16.
roll. Looks like a minus. Oh, it has a wisdom of 10. So no minuses, just no pluses. 5. What are you making him into?
A mouse.
A squirrel.
Oh.
And she's gonna give him another acorn.
Okay, it stays with you, but it's kind of squirmy, and you talk to it.
Yeah, just talk to it till this kind of stay a little bit still.
You guys are assisting people, making a pulley system,
Yeah.
helping those up. Taking a while, about another hour here.
Yeah.
Nimble and Laz are also assisting what they can. You see after 2 hours or so, T kind of gets up and starts just walking into the bazaar.
She was holding him.
Yeah, he's gonna move away. If you're having the squirrel and doing all this stuff,
Oh,
and
yeah.
also climbing up,
Yeah.
he's gonna go back to the bazaar.
What's he up to?
Yeah, she's gonna call out T.
Got things I need to do. And you see he kind of looks, snaps his fingers, and then just minor illusions himself to look back to his presentable look. So you see the nice fancy boots, his tiara, his hair done as perfectly as he can, his little kilt, the nice pressed shirt that he has, his bow tie, and his mustache to his full glory. And then it goes back. And Sylvia's also assisting you guys in what she can.
What is T trying to do?
I'm gonna go investigate.
I'm going to go with.
Keep helping people.
Yeah,
Hey, buddy.
what I'm gonna be doing.
As he kind of like scratches his neck. I don't know. And you see that he has that mark on him. I need to read things. He looks really groggy. I need to read things.
You need to read things. What things?
Things always read more. Hey, I remember you.
Hi,
Hi.
bud. What's up?
And he kind of goes and hugs you.
Oh.
Like you're like.
It just hugs the leg.
Uh-oh. What is he rubbing on?
Just
It's my
Your
leg.
sock?
Yeah. I just need to read more. I get food after I read, right?
Okay. How did you get here?
You brought me. What? Hi, friend.
Oh,
Hi.
okay, that's not gonna
This
work.
boy.
This is what is going on?
Hey, you wanna ride?
Yeah, let's go. Woo-hee. I kind of just call it too.
I was like,
And he just starts. Yeah, just as you guys are passing by, he like
Where do you read things?
that one, and he points towards the sigil right in front of the church. I didn't read that one. I read
Okay,
one.
I'll stop there and let him read it.
Oh, I want to. I get within 10 feet and see if I can read it as well.
You have no idea what it says.
What's
This is legit arcanic runes on it.
What's it say?
I
can't read.
I remember. It says smarts in your head, and kind of just okay. Do I get to eat now?
Sparks in your head.
Sparks in your head.
Smarts in your head.
Smarts in your head.
And then he kind of hugs your head and like, do I get to eat now?
I'll dig out my trail rations and hand him something.
And doesn't even finish it before the crumbs start. You catch the bread.
and it falls back to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah. He's been through a lot.
Clearly, yeah.
And you're gathering that a lot of the people here still have impressions in their minds of whatever task they're supposed to do.
Why does he have to read Arcanic?
They were probably using them for that.
They changed the Arcanic on the other building to use Jewish writing.
On the large one, they
Yes.
changed it to Drow writing.
They
This
changed
one
it to
still
Drow.
continues as
So-
just normal Arcanic.
So he read Arcanic,
Yeah.
meaning if they changed Arcanic to Drow, meaning they needed somebody to read the Arcanic to understand what it was saying and then change it to their own language, right?
I'm barely following you. But yeah.
I'm barely making this up, but oh God, something's important that we're missing here, and I don't know what it is. And it's gonna
So if
bug
you're
me.
saying it goes one way, we can do it the other way?
Maybe.
Okay, so what? Let's go back to the big...
We might be able to rewrite it, but who doesn't have that skill? And why could he?
Hey!
We're missing something. I need somebody else. I'm on it. I don't know, but we
need somebody who's basically smarts in the magics.
Yes.
You hear magic. He snaps his fingers.
Hey, buddy.
And
Hey.
you see a beautiful rosebud just on his head as you cast a presentation for some reason on your head.
Oh.
And magic.
Yes.
Hey, I need you to read something for me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hi, friend.
Hello.
Hi.
No.
Hi.
Hey, we're gonna go back
Hi.
to the building.
Okay. Where are we going?
Going basically to the big, tall,
Okay.
scary building with the magic bullshit. Anyway, so this thing up here, can you do something with it?
Because his hand is so small that it barely like pokes out of right here from where you are. That's all he's doing, just pointing at it. I did it.
I'm a step closer.
He goes and he touches it. No.
No?
No, can't do anything.
Can't do anything?
No.
Why not?
I don't know what it says.
It says royal blood.
Oh, you know what it says. Hi, friend. I've never met your face.
Hi. Can you
Hi.
change it to Litter Center?
Yeah. Oh. He minor illusions a wand in his hand.
Aww.
And then you see in beautiful misspelled rainbow words, "Let us enter," on the wall.
It was worth a shot.
That was really worth a shot.
No, but it's... Why would you... There's something I'm missing and I don't know what it is.
Oria just kind of like watching all this while trying to keep a squirrel under control too.
Yeah.
Hey, isn't there like a
Yeah, just she would be kind
body
of concerned just
near the building?
Just asking Wes, like, well, she'll probably move over with the
You
squirrel.
think she's kind of royalish?
She'll
Check
go
the
over
body
and
off.
just...
What?
She checked the blood. Maybe we get the body.
you're with the kids
up
now.
against
I'm
the
not with
thing.
you.
Yeah, Oria would kind of go
Are you
up
with the
and just
kids?
be like...
I'm with the people helping them up the cliff.
Okay.
With Sylvia.
Yeah,
Keep
just...
my eye on her.
Wes, can you bring tea down for a second?
Ooh, and he just. I see like.
She wants to... She's gonna reach her trunk out and investigate his head.
There's no markings on his head.
Okay. Just
He does have the scar though. And he's like,
Your friend can read
kind of hugs you.
Arcanic, and something happened to these Arcanic runes, and they were changed to utilize.
Kind of just doing this
Drow language. And
what did you?
I'm
Roll me
missing
an actual
something.
investigation. Doing a roll. Yeah. You looked through his hair and you didn't see anything. Also through the illusion.
16?
He looks heavily sedated. Like not drunk, but he's drugged for sure. Like he's there. He's just being muffled, and he's very cooperative. He also just saw a drow and didn't freak out.
Yeah, she's gonna look over to Ariell. Is there any way that
Oh, where
Ariel's way over there.
Yeah, Ariell's helping people climb up.
Yeah.
Uh,
I was about to look back at them though and see what they were doing. And then
you know that with you do have other help. There are other people that are assisting.
I am gonna pull out my sending stone, because I believe West has the other one.
Yeah.
And I'm going to just ask.
Oh, because you took the one that was in the cart. Yeah.
I'm just gonna ask. What are y'all doing? Y'all find something out?
Oh, I'm ringing. Hey, Cal, can you get that? My hands are full.
I'm all the way there
Hey,
too.
Oria, get that. My hands are full.
Hey,
Yeah,
how big is it?
Oh, he has one too.
Oh, shit, he got it.
Well, no, he just moved his hand. Oh.
Yeah.
As you just hear it, like
Yeah.
the voice.
Can you come help us out with tea? Because I think you've got the magic shit that can help his brain.
Magic the shit.
You know that thing you do when somebody's poisoned or
you
like
do that thing.
fucked up and whatever?
Yes, come fuck me
get-
up with
Do I hear this?
Yeah, you're hearing.
Ariel just stops mid-sentence. I'll be right there. And I'm going to, actually I'm going to look at Sylvia, and I'm going to ask her to come with me, and we're just going to go to the
Okay. Hi, bye, Blue Lady. Bye, Cat. And then, she goes with you. And then you guys get there. Are you still with the kids?
No, I'm gonna stay with the kids.
Okay. You relieve poison for him?
Yes.
Okay. His eyes kind of... And then the illusion goes away, and then he immediately looks panicked. I swear, this is not how I always look.
I believe you.
Okay.
Oria, like...
Hi.
I get my mask is on. I put my mask
Yeah,
on.
you
so.
did earlier.
Yeah, I did it earlier.
Okay. Hi, friend. Where am I? And why am I here? And why am I so far away from you?
Long story short,
Okay.
it looks like you're a kidnapped. You're in a Drow settlement camp. We saved you.
Yeah, you.
As well
Yeah,
as
you
about
were
100
imprisoned.
something other people, and I kind of point to the people scaling the wall.
That makes sense.
What do you mean it makes sense? How did you end up here?
I got hit on the head and
By who? Do you...
by elves, and then they dragged me and some.
Do people named Hanzo and Hanzo ring a bell?
Yeah, I was selling gems to them, and then they
Fuck
hit
them.
me in the head.
So if we find
No
these
tip.
traders,
Did they have a really
I mean,
nice
did I say traders?
cart?
I mean traders.
No.
Sorry.
Had a really ugly cart. Where's my cart? Where's my horse? Where's my unicorn?
Hanzo and Hanzo stole your cart. They sold you out to the Drow. We'll get it back for you.
My babies.
But you can read.
No, I made you a present, and I made a.
Aww.
Freaking.
Made us
Yeah,
presents.
I had a feeling it
I had a feeling
was teased.
too. As soon as I saw tea, it was like,
Wait.
Because they didn't know the price on some things, and they were
Yeah.
like, "What is this?" And that makes sense.
Okay, how can tea help you?
So, there's this door we're trying to get past, but we can't read it or
Well,
can't.
it says royal blood, but
It says royal blood. I don't know what it says.
it was Arcana.
It was Arcana.
and it got changed to Drow.
Wait,
But
no, that's not how it works. What are you talking about? What do you say?
Let's take her to the fucking door. Look.
What he's saying is what's happening. That doesn't make sense. But I have a theory. You need royal blood of that's Drow?
that's Drow.
That sucks. You need to be royal blood of Drow. Think of it like an anti everything that's not Drow or royal blood.
You know what?
Have a Drow open it. I don't know.
I'm gonna
Don't
pick
have a
up the
Drow.
dead lady.
Oh. Okay.
No, the dead lady.
Yeah,
on the floor,
yeah.
so-
He's like, okay.
The one that was dropped.
And then I'm gonna just press her up.
Oh yeah,
against
it
the
was
door.
dropped underneath the.
She
the-
was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was dropped off the building onto the ground, and then she was picked up and thrown off the cliff.
Oh shit,
Oh,
that's
wait,
right.
There's blood there. Yeah. Sorry.
I already tried
okay.
the blood and it didn't work.
So there's no body. Okay, never
The
mind.
bottom, yeah. There's
I take the blood. I'm like, oh, this is gonna suck. I put it on my hand. I put my hand on the symbol.
which Ariell did that previously, and
He
he's like,
did.
But
that's not how that works. You have to be it. So you, my boy, needs to be a Drow, or you can't enter.
Well, shit.
the door does not open for me, right?
No.
So yeah, I guess I'm not Drow, guys.
That's what I just said. It's like, it is a list.
Yeah, and Oria's gonna
Wait.
just kind of
Is it blood?
gesture over to the building behind where the two guards are.
Facial
What?
reconstruction.
Killed, that, and he kind of just hides behind Wes.
They're not gonna
okay,
hurt
go.
you. It's okay. I've talked with them already.
Here's my wand.
Good question.
Oria's gonna be nice and give him the wand of webs, so at least he has a wand.
I'm sorry, guys. I
I'll give
thought
it back.
I feel like I was missing something here
That
because
way you at least have something to
Arcana
turn
magic
through.
getting changed to Drow.
I have-
There
It's
was-
weird.
You had a good
There
theory.
was an arcanic rune at the front of that other building. Where
That's
the two
what I want
guards
to take
are.
him over to look at it.
Let's go look at it again.
As, he's just like,
Now we're taking him to the Drow.
as he's like, he has the wand away. But don't move.
Oh my god,
I'm gonna
T,
see.
I love him.
Don't move. I can
Little bit.
throw webs at you.
Little bit gnome dwarven dude next to these two huge Drow guards.
As the Drow don't move, and he looks at them. Wait, they're not attacking. I don't understand what's happening.
You
I
told them
really
not to
don't
move.
get it.
You
And then they spill their thing about if you don't know
What is?
you don't know, but you are allowed to enter if you give in payment. Like, that sounds bullshit.
Yeah, what you want?
He looks down. Oh, watch. Make my webs appear. And you see that the wand glows as the webs spring out, and as soon as they arrive near the and the Drow don't move at all, as he's pointing a wand casting spell. As the webs kind of appear, you see that they just don't enter into it. It's actually quite safe. You just can't do anything in it. Put me down. Okay. And he kind of walks over. See, and like he looks ashamed and kind of starts covering himself up. And as he walks to the circle, you see the minor illusion that he had casted himself goes away.
So it's basically an anti-magic field.
Oh well, fuck this! I go running.
No magic's allowed. Wes like, that's where I want to be. Fuck the drow in this scary atmosphere. That's where I'm going. And then you see Wes just open the door and just walk in, and the guards don't do anything.
Fine, guys.
Oh,
Totally fine.
Wes, get back out here, please.
It's totally fine. What do I see inside?
When you go inside, all you see is an empty room, like a circular room. The building's not circular, by the way.
Okay.
And there is a small gnome as well. But his skin is completely ash-like. You see that his eyes are sunken in, and they're just a circle of white. And you see this bushy white hair come in as it kind of just walks over to you. Doesn't look at you. How can I help you?
What's this place?
Wherever you seek, you can have. Just ask, which book do you want?
Book. Book? Oh, hell. He's asking us for a book.
And when you turn around, you see them in the door, like, almost 100 feet.
He's asking for a book!
And you see 3 emblems in a perfect line on top. That's the only thing. And now that you're looking around, now that you notice these 3 emblems, which I'll describe in a minute, you see that the room kind of takes different form. Like, as soon as you notice that the room shapes into almost like there's a top ceiling where there's almost like chairs throughout, and then the bottom starts getting cleaner and more uniform and starts taking up space. And you see there's a row of just a long table with several different desks as soon as you see those emblems. And the top emblem that you see, as I get my notes out, because somebody forgot how he wrote this shit. There are 3 different circles. Where
Pay attention to
did I write that down? Oh, so the first one is you see this circle of red, like the inside is red and then the outside is completely gold, of this almost like skeleton looking figure, delicate, but the hair almost goes into a fire-ish form. Underneath that, you see this diamond shape with inside like a pentacle shape with an eye in the middle. And at the bottom, all you see is just an eye within a circle.
Eye.
Do you say eye?
I did say eye.
As he says, so Vecna it is.
Fuck!
And then he kind of pulls out a hook, and you see that this hook has paper written all over it. Like it looks like a weapon, but it's just literally paper. Nothing's happened. He just pulls it out, and you see immediately a book appear on the desk, like a few feet away.
I open it and I try to read it. I get my piece in my seat.
He looks at you and that's fucking alright then. He looks at you. The contract will be sealed.
What the fuck?
And then he just puts the
oh my god!
What?
Are you doing anything? He's putting
no, I'm pulling my fucking hand away. What the fuck? No.
The book
what
disappears.
Knowledge. What?
Knowledge cost a price. And you see that his eyes kind of sink in even more.
No. Knowledge should be free for everyone.
Knowledge costs a price here. Anything you need will be answered. Just cost a price. If your constitution is strong, then you'd be fine.
I mean, I am strong, but...
And you guys see that Wes is literally like moving further away.
Let's get the fuck back here! Oria just yelling out.
Crap.
You know, I'm gonna be right back because honestly, I can't really read. So far I've only got up to A, B, and C.
You see the distance between Wes dramatically start moving faster. And so he's almost like 3 feet from the door.
Let's get
and
out,
you just
out,
see
out,
this
out.
tiny
I mean,
little
we're kind of
gnome.
working on D, or is it E? I can't remember what comes next.
Do you want a book on the alphabet?
No, Cal's teaching me. It's fine. I trust him. You know, I'll be right back. I gotta get somebody who actually knows how to read, and I'll leave.
As you step out, the door closes. Well, sorry, no, do you close the door?
Yeah, I close it. I'm polite.
Yeah.
You're not bashing people's heads in?
Ooh.
Affordable education for the Elysian Vagabonds.
Alright, so that place is a no-go because there's a lot of books in there and I can't fucking read. And apparently you have to pay to read them.
Hey.
That's not fair. I don't think.
we
I mean,
can-
libraries are free.
We can pay for books.
Yeah. There's libraries.
Well, how much was it?
I don't know. He tried to put something on my wrist.
Whatever's in there is really important, but really scary, and I don't know.
Did you try giving him
Kind of just
a
steps
coin?
outside the
Huh?
circle and
A
lets
coin.
his illusion come
No,
back.
but there was an I in there, and when I said I, he said Vecna, and I don't know what that means.
Vecna?
You can roll religion if you.
Do I know?
Technically, you shouldn't.
Crap. Religion, that's
But I will allow a religion roll.
14.
I'll try.
You have no idea what that name means.
Oh, what that means.
No, but here's my thing.
It's a 15.
No, we said you have a high constitution. I'm like, I have a high constitution.
The name's. You've heard it. You have no idea. You just heard it.
There was an
And
I.
the only place that you heard it was in your celestial mountains. It's not an earthly word.
An eye.
Yeah, there was like an I, and then I said I, and then he said, oh, you mean Vecna? And I was like, I guess. And then a book appeared, and then he was trying to like do something with my hand, and I was like, whoa, man, ask first.
I just look at Oria like, what do you think of that?
I don't know. He was really creepy, and then his eyes went in. And he was just like magic or like reading or
Find a book
whatever.
on how to defeat the monster,
Smarts
maybe.
cost stuffs,
Or
and
how to
I.
get home.
I know,
Anyway, I didn't see anything else, but
price.
there wasn't really anything interesting.
You guys are actually interested in going in there and paying
I'm
a
not
price.
because I can't.
I want to
fucking
know what the price is.
and-
Go in. Just open up the door. They'll let you in. I mean, these guys are good drow, apparently. You know.
It's not great. I don't think it's great.
I
because-
also want to know.
You said whatever's in there
we
is
gotta
powerful.
buy. We gotta get your card back.
What did you mean by that? The
Well-
books themselves?
I mean, yeah. If like, did you see him? He go, woo, very car. It's kind of checking the effects off. But I can't do that, and I'm really good at what I do. So that's strong. What I say, Juju.
Yeah, he said that you have to be like really strong in order to like.
I'm really
stay.
strong.
I'm really
This
strong.
is like literal twig of a arm. I'm really strong.
Yeah, I'm like really strong.
Do we
And he
want
kind of
to
just starts to
find
try to
out-
grab you.
Oh hey man.
Do we
what's
want to
You gotta-
find out what we can find in there and what the price would be?
up? I don't know, but it sounds boring.
Not
so I think we
pay
should
the
like.
price, per se, but to know the price.
That's
I don't
knowledge.
think you can allow that.
Knowledge is power.
And it apparently wasn't free, so fuck that. Let's find something else to do.
I wonder if you make a tree.
Go in. Find out.
Ori, what are you thinking?
You wanna go in?
We came here to look for your friend, and your friend wasn't in that room. It was empty.
But knowledge, and that might be where her friend is at.
Where all of
the
her
room was
friends
pretty
are.
empty, and there was only the
No.
dude in there.
But book,
But
you just asked for a strange word that I've never heard of, and he obviously had
I
a book
have
about
heard
it.
of that word.
yeah, but then you
What?
have to like. He's gonna like try to grab you for payment, and you know I think you don't want to
Pay-
do that.
Payment's different for everything.
I mean, it is worth a shot.
He said like
to
the.
ask.
Are you going to step into?
And he said something about the contract being.
I won't
sealed.
buy anything, but I'll step in with you guys to make you guys
Yeah.
feel safe.
He said something about a contract being sealed. I don't like contracts. I knew somebody who talked about contracts and
I'm over
that
there, no.
didn't end well.
Could you read the contract?
They're just arguing
No, but I'm
outside of
saying I
that
knew somebody
quote-unquote temple.
who talked a lot
So
about
let's go in and
contracts.
let's come out.
I knew somebody who talked a lot about a contract that she made, and that didn't end well for her. So, I don't think it's a good idea.
Lawyers suck.
Well,
That's all Jesus.
if that's the case, then I guess we have no further business here.
Guess we keep
God.
going. Was there a whole other cave we needed to explore to look for your friend, or I don't know where he'd be.
You can try that. She'll just kind of look over back at the temple, just.
And then there's that whole section down that way.
Not going that way.
Can
Nope.
you can read, right?
Huh?
I can read yes.
I will go
things.
into the temple with you if you're looking for your friends. I have a feeling that they might have that knowledge. However, like Wes says,
What do I
that
have
price
to give up?
might be too high to pay, but you might be able to find out what that price is.
You said constitution? I don't know what that is.
Constitution?
What?
It means you have to be
Constitution?
Yeah, I
strong.
guess that's what it sounded like. Yeah, I'd be strong.
You're strong.
You gotta be strong. I'm
Like
strong,
me.
but I can't read, so. Yeah, he's strong.
Are you strong?
Out of character, my constitution's 19.
Yeah, she's
Metagaming.
Out of character.
She's a healthy girl.
She's a very healthy girl.
better than mine.
You're tough. You're a tough person.
I get so
I
nervous
don't
at
know.
the price.
It's a.
She's just gonna kind of like shake her head and it's just, let's just keep moving. I have a daughter I need to get home to.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's fair. Let's. Where do we go?
I think we should leave.
Yes.
That's good.
Okay. So, with you being there, a lot of the people are out. Magically, the squirrels also fine and out. As you guys start escorting people out, you see that the elevators that you guys came from are being used rapidly, and you see a couple of elves and dwarves working together that were above with armor and whatnot, also assisting in this. And as you guys are making your way out and helping those, about another hour, so maybe 3 in total of you guys after the map, being here and assisting and fighting and trying to gather what you can. You can make your way up, but you don't have any information on your friend or anything else that was being looked for. And as you guys approach your way up, make your way to the surface, see the lights kind of a little too bright right now, but eventually you see that there's just a mass amount of people as the dwarven citizens start bringing what aid they had, as they still have food and whatnot, as you can see, and they start assisting with that. Yes.
Do we see the two brothers by any chance?
Perception. How many perception?
Actually, I do.
Beat the
I
shit
want
out
to
of
look. I want to look for them too, because
Same.
Looking for him.
because reasons. What is this again?
Hey,
Perception.
17.
Dirty 20.
22.
You do not see them. You see the cart. First thing you do is when you see the cart, you go. T also charges towards the cart, and you see that they open, and he looks inside, and the cart's practically empty. You do find inside the cart, though.
Do we find our card?
You find your cart. Goose is fine. You find the only thing that's left there is a studded leather suit, 7 gems, and that's it, and a broken marble elephant with a bow on it.
Oh,
I guess we'll leave that for T, right? That was in T's cart.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, T, you want to come with us for a
Because
while?
they stole all this stuff.
Okay, I need to go visit my friend, but okay.
Alright, where's your front?
He's somewhere in the sea.
Oh, okay.
That's
Out of
not-
curiosity, do we see his unicorn? Does he see his unicorn?
No.
Oh, Wait, we might have a new mount for him.
Oria will like just kind of like make sure there's a lot of
Yeah, space. Yeah.
and have the squirrel revert back from its polymorph.
That's good.
Name him whatever you want.
He is mine.
You can keep him.
Unicorn.
You can fix a little horn on his head if you want. Just
I want to do that if I.
As he kind of gives you your wand back. Yeah. is a little tiny unicorn on top of this Stegosaurus
I'm so excited.
as in
I'm
another
happy.
minor illusion that he's casting.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh.
With that, she will also give him 5 acorns.
He's like, I'm not hungry. Oh, for him. As he feeds him. And you guys saved 73 humans, a couple elven slaves, a T, 2 halflings, 23 dwarves, T, 54 half-orc and orc mix, 54 goblins in the entire mountain. And the elves that were being used by the Drow to get them in. And with a very successful night. With more secrets down below that are not worth time. And end the game.
I'm looking at the elevator. Is there a way we can destroy this?
Taven.
Okay.
Dang.
Yeah. So, thanks guys for watching.
Yay!
Yeah. We'll edit this and put it at the URL can't be changed. It's gonna until we reach a set number, so it's gonna still be instead of Divine Conquer, it's gonna be YouTube/ADreamProductionFilm. But all right, guys, we'll see y'all next time.
Bye.
Adios. Bye.
I have so many questions.